Well, I always need more light, but you love the ambiance, so
Oh, I can give you a shot.
I'm lying.
Yeah, last time you were
They gonna see your back.
well, last time you were gonna see more than my back,
I
so I
know.
didn't get up for that
The
one.
ghetto. Oh, the
Let's
ghetto.
try a light backlight. Give you a little something back there.
Little piece of ambiance. Girl, you're doing far too much.
Okay, sit.
There's one person here. Hey, one person. Hello, Carmen Stewart. Tyler Ray, what's going on? How are things? How's it going?
Did I give you a balance a little bit better?
It really didn't change much.
Wow. You want the light behind you?
It's fine, girl. They can see me. Do you want to look at the camera to see how they can see me?
Am I the lighting specialist
If
tonight?
I guess you're doing a lot, but look, the
I
quality,
can see
you,
it.
you can see me.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Because sometimes in the car we sure don't see it.
Listen, that's because I'm so brown.
You know what I'm saying? Just your teeth and eyes.
When you're as
girl.
chocolate as me, it's
and
very
eyes.
difficult to be seen.
Are you green?
You've got to be seeing green to show that your stuff's laid. If you're not seeing green, you better be wearing jade. So we've got 9 people.
Hey, now, people. I'm welcoming people.
Why are you talking so slow? We already talk slow. We already do. Go on.
We talk moderate. There are some people that talk really slowly.
You're speaking very slowly today.
I slowed it down for effect.
I wish y'all could see her with these glasses on the bridge of her nose like she's that girl.
Who else am I?
Not that girl.
All
Tell you
right.
that. Hey, Lady T, what's going on? I'm glad to hear that things are well. Tell the iconic Miss Val I said hello. When I find the
Hello.
iconic Miss Val, I'll tell her.
You are just, you fall under the bottom of the anointing, so you have to get the anointing.
What are you even talking about?
Icon. The icon anointing. Thank you. That was very sweet.
It was sweet. Don't be sweet to her. Let's see, let's see. Delisa Smith, what's going on? How are you? I'm still shook from the Cynthia Bailey sister episode. You see how we eased right on past that one? And, and we eased right
Did
on
we not
past
say anything about
not
it?
a word.
Well, maybe we'll say 2 or 3 words.
We ain't talked about the last 2.
Well, maybe we'll just review the review.
Well, go ahead. What are your thoughts on Cynthia and Mallory and her mama?
Ooh, it sounds like little mama just didn't really have it together, but she kind of went along with her life.
Mm-hmm.
And so when things fell apart, she didn't have no foundation.
My God, today.
So she broke up into pieces.
Lord Jesus.
This is the recap of that baby. She has been recapped.
Thank you for sharing your
Amen.
thoughts. All right,
I
Glory.
had church today, y'all. It's Sunday.
Glory. She's
In
feeling
case
deep.
you come back on another day, somebody watch the replay, they'll know. This is a worship day.
Do you want to talk very briefly about the Iyanla from last week?
Now, who that were?
It was the girl with the white mama whose granddaddy was touching all on and can on. I didn't want to say nothing because I was angry at the mother, and I still am.
Well, the daughter's angry at the mother, so, if you angry, she several times your anger. It's just sad. It's really not a story that's new. It's happened in every kind of family where you had this going on, and somebody of influence would say, "Don't say nothing." They this person to us, they that person to us, or like this girl was told, "Your granddaddy gonna go to jail."
Which that's where he's
Sit
supposed
alone.
to be.
But he was their patriarch, and they loved him, but he was doing wrong, and that's where you kind of lose
That's where
me.
you lose me.
And I know it would hurt to send your daddy, your son, your daughter, whoever was committing these things to jail or to make them responsible for what they do. But if you don't make people responsible, there's never any correction. There's no healing. It's a
It
mess.
sounds to me like you're speaking about Thumb Braxton.
I hadn't got to her. I hadn't got to
I'm just
her.
talking about when you don't hold people responsible for their actions,
Right.
then
Then there again,
you end up
foolishness
with.
and mayhem ensues. And that baby is so extremely talented. She is.
She can
Undo your little
sing.
face. Quit that doo doo face.
She
You man, that's a house word. I'm sorry.
she can sing, but who can't? You know,
Well, I was
like
listening to a comedian today that said he couldn't, but his daddy made him sing in the choir. He was the pastor.
I mean, but there are so many people out there who can sing that I'm gonna need a little more. I'm gonna
Well,
need
but
a
I
little.
mean, you know how it is in the world. Most people that can sing will never be heard on a mass stage. We hear
Uh-huh.
folks that are absolutely killed that could sing Tamar under the table, but the possibility is great that no one else out of the region will know it.
And I understand all that. But what I'm saying is, like, y'all, everybody's like, oh, well, she's a great talent. So it's like, no, there's no soul. It's plenty of folks can
No,
sing.
she needs some help.
She needs
She needs to
therapy.
yeah, she needs to process some of this stuff out, all the hurt that she's dealing with. You know, because I think this present hurt is activating some past hurt, which makes her act out.
Well, she was going to act out anyway.
Yeah, because she's over the top, which is a part of her persona, but at the same time, this is not that to me. It's not that. I think it's more, and she needs to work through some stuff before being in the street
I
talking.
think she crazy and she need medicine, which
She
is
need to,
fine.
yeah, she need to get herself together, keep doing her work, and stop doing interviews for a minute. Shh.
Anywho,
I want her to be successful.
I just want to be successful.
If I was her manager, baby, we not scheduling that. No, no. Come on, sing you some more songs. We're gonna put some more stuff on the air.
Why you talking to Taylor like she's slow?
No, I mean, honey.
Hey, Rowdy Chica, what's going on? You know I got sugar in my tank. I can't help but be sweet. Get away from me, Tyler.
Lord, that's funny.
Oh, carrying on. Let's see. Hey, Manny Madden, what's going on? Tamar is over the top yet. She is broken inside and trying to get help. Is she trying to get help? I
I
don't know
don't
if she.
know. I hope she
I don't
is.
know if she's trying to get help. Like if she stepped away from the limelight for 6 months and got real therapy,
See,
and
we together. Go on and read the Bible.
okay, in the beginning God created the.
No, the Bible. What the little lady say?
This
Oh,
is a man.
man, I didn't hear who you said. I'm
This is
sorry.
Andrew
Excuse me.
Malone. I didn't call his name out.
Hello, Andrew Malone. You
And write an
preaching?
album. Then she would win.
I didn't mean to do
I
that.
don't know. I don't even know if there's winning to be done at this point because this whole year has been the year of us talking about Tamar.
Yeah,
The
she got
whole year.
publicity now.
But it hasn't been good publicity. It's more like we're tired of her. Very much like how people feel about Nicki Minaj right now. It's like we've been talking about her all year, but we tired. Do y'all think since the family raised her and let it go on, do you think since the family raised her and let it go on, I feel like that kind of makes it a little on them. They don't correct her, and so she doesn't really know, but she should know by now how to, um, yeah, how not to act up all the time. Well, the thing about it is, I think the majority of it is on them, as far as from 0 to about 22 maybe. We'll extend it to 22, but at that point, you have to understand that you
I think
you're
everybody started
responsible.
living their lives. She's the baby. Everybody started living their lives. I said, oh Lord, they're marching on, and they kept their own lives, and nobody was there going, "Hey, look, girl, you tripping." I think they just could kind of let her go,
Am I buffering, Jesus?
and she's spiraling.
Lord, I'm buffering.
Oh, girl,
I hope y'all can see me. It's buffering on this one.
I'm over here. Let me see what's
We have
happening.
terrible connection in the house. Terrible. But anyway, yeah, I just think I think some of it is on them, but she's over 40 years old now, so let's do better. Now's the time that any publicity is good, no matter the way that it is given. I don't agree because her last album flopped, just like Nicki Minaj's last album flopped. It keeps their names in our mouths, but as far as their crafts, it it ain't it. Nicki Minaj may have, with the behavior she's exhibiting, she may have one or two good albums left before we just, push her over to the side. Like, that's it. Maybe if she was a regular finger instead of a thumb, she could collect herself. Maybe.
That's funny.
Maybe so. Maybe. Sometimes when you're raised with problems, you have to rise above the way you were raised. At some point in your 40 plus years on the earth, you have to take responsibility.
Amen.
Exactly what I'm saying. Exactly that. She's past 40. At a point, it's, we can't be blaming. Like, I understand that that's how you were before, but girl, we can't be blaming our mom and dad and sisters and brothers for our foolishness after a point. Good evening, Matthew. Yeah, Matthew. I'm sorry, I'm going through some things. No problem. As far as sharing the post, it ain't no thing. I don't watch any of those shows, but I just love you, sis. Well, thank you. I appreciate it, Queen Wellness. Anywho, let's see. Nicki's last actually great album was the first Pink Print. She had some good singles, but throw the album away. Honestly, Queen, I think is no, yeah, the Pink Print was actually the album that had the best songs to me. The rest of them albums, girl, no ma'am. No ma'am. I won't be able to do. What do you do?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
And you're pushing me over to the other side for what reason? So we can look at your bathroom and your closet doors?
I'd rather that.
Girl, ain't nobody worried about your mini fridge.
I didn't clean that corner this weekend.
It ain't dirty.
It's got stuff stacked over there.
The connection badge, you can't even see
my mail.
The mail. You
My
can't
mail.
even see it. Girl,
Oh, did I send you too far?
you did. You're doing too
I'm
much.
trying to see. You look good. You look good, girl.
I want you to worry about yourself.
I am.
Hey, sis, I prayed that you would come on today. I got a good one's got to go stay. Listen, you put me through it when we play that. You take me all the way through it. I don't know if I'm in the mood. We're supposed to be talking about Greenleaf, but we'll see.
We just talking about them all because we kind of missed some, right?
Well, that was Iyanla.
Oh.
I know it's all running together because Iyanla been getting her checks all over.
Honey, I'm with it.
I think she needs to realize her life is hers. She needs to be in control of it, not the other way around. I guess that's what she's doing with this haircut. Taking control. I don't know, child. I think that with all the commercial songs that Nicki puts out, are just slightly cute while her underground music was way better. I agree. When Nicki gets to rapping, she's good. The thing is, I recently found out that Nicki initially wanted to be a singer. I want her to know that's not her destiny. That's not where she's supposed to be in life. That's not it. So I need her to either capitalize on rapping and do that to the best of her ability, or go somewhere and sit down. We don't want to hear her singing. We don't want to hear these lollipop, gum pop songs. And we really don't want to see her act either. My mother even said that Nicki Minaj cannot act. And my mama's nice. So that's how you know it's bad.
I'm hoping, there's the opportunity for her to improve. Unfortunately.
But she went to a high school that specialized in acting.
She didn't do music over there?
No.
At the art school? She did not go to class.
She was in class. We've seen footage of her in class.
They took it
That's just not her ministry. She's a rapper. She can be a very theatric rapper.
Right,
but
right.
An actress and a singer.
She always seems out of place when she's acting.
It ain't it. It's just not for her.
And we see a lot of bad acting if you watch enough stuff. But she's not the worst, but it's not. Come on, Nicki, you can do it.
She's not ever going to win an Oscar.
I'm gonna pray for her.
She probably won't win an Emmy either.
I'm gonna pray for her.
She definitely might win a Tony because they like quirky and cheesy.
Right, and the acting style is different. Yeah. Maybe that's what she's for.
Maybe.
Because big screen and stage is a whole different kind of thing.
Well, we gonna set up a play date with Anika Noni Rose and see if we can get on Broadway.
Cause honey, somebody got to hope up.
Cause that ain't it. Andrea, what's going on, sis? Let's see. My mother is a mess, Lord. We got auto tune now. Let us sing. No, no, thank you. I would rather Wendy Williams put out an album.
You done said something,
I would
girl.
rather, cause that singing Nicki be doing, no God.
Aw.
Let's see. If she did like Mariah Carey and just do bare naked acting in small movies, then maybe she would do better. I could see that.
Honey, why is it that Mariah Carey seems always bald faced
Cause she is.
when she comes out
She goes
as an
on the
actress?
screen. She takes off all her makeup,
She don't arch her eyebrows and
and
she
she
be out.
says, "Look, this is what it is. How
Mhm.
you doing? I'm Mariah
Mhm.
Carey. I'm giving you this role."
Mhm. Low voice, because I mean her voice is
Her
low.
voice is
Speaking low,
low.
voice is low. It's like, oh, is that her?
She's that girl.
Yeah.
She's Mariah is that girl. And don't even get me started. Don't even.
Yeah, yeah. It's
We're
fun.
doing all right, Andrea. We are doing well. I would not listen to anything by Wendell Williams. I'd rather that than Nicki singing. I
Everybody
would.
talk about Wendy. I just
Wendy talk
worry.
about everybody.
Well, that's true, but I'm always worried that Wendy gonna fall over face
The
first.
Lord already pushed her down.
Oh yeah, he pushed her backwards, but I thought she was going down first.
The
For
Lord kicked the back of her knees.
she just went down. My baby eyes were going every different direction.
Our next guest. Oh, Wendy. Bless her heart. She got Graves' disease. We ain't gonna give her
Is that
too
what
much.
it is?
Yeah.
Well, touch it, Jesus. I pray for the saints and the sinners and who people who don't even know they need Jesus. I pray for them all.
Glory. Let's see. I'll keep it
See,
easy. Maxine Shaw Regine. Khadijah. I love how you put this Z in Khadijah when it's a J, but listen.
I love it.
Fantastic. Or Sinclair. Only keep one. I'm keeping Maxine. I'm
Oh yeah, she keeping
I'm keeping
Maxine.
Maxine. Like I love Maxine. She's my fave. I love them all. I love them all. But if I had to choose just one, it's Maxine. And that's the way it is. Things will never be the
And it's
same.
funny for me. It would be a different person each day, probably,
Probably.
because I like
Because
them all in different ways.
you're actually each of those girls at any point in the day. It just depends. But
Well,
I'm Maxine every day.
attorney at law.
At law. Maxine
Come in eating
Shaw.
up all the snacks.
You know I will. I ate my grandmama's Danish while they was out of town, and I wrote her a note that said I ate your Danish in a very Maxine Shaw attorney at law style.
If you were looking for this when you got back.
Yeah, I was in there eating her food and taking a nap on her couch while she was out of town.
She's
Very
like,
much
praise
Maxine.
the Lord, somebody's here.
I love them all, but Maxine is that girl. She's that girl. Let's see. Stop trying to make Nikki an actress a thing.
Well,
Yeah, it's just not it. It's not it. When she acts, I think of Whitney talking about the Bodyguard 2.
oh wow.
It would have flopped. Bodyguard 2 would have flopped. Waiting to Exhale would have wasn't Exhale 2. What?
Isn't that weird?
What the
Okay,
little
yeah.
thing is doing with the camera, the gray.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the bad connection.
Okay, then girl.
We just pushing forward.
Yeah, move on.
We're moving along. But yeah, Waiting to Exhale 2 would have been great. The girls would have gone out in droves to see it. The Bodyguard 2 would have flopped because white people they be over it easily. Black people, we hold on to the couple few movies we have. So we would have went out to see it. But the Bodyguard, no
Yeah,
man.
we do. Even if it's not good.
Even if it's not good. That's why
That's
Tyler
not the
Perry
point.
is successful.
Right, that's the
Come on,
point.
right?
I mean, I like a lot of Tyler stuff, but sometimes it'd be like,
It's all bad.
baby, what you doing?
He started out strong, but then he stayed
well,
right where he
stage
was.
plays, like I said again, are different.
I'm not talking about the stage plays. I'm talking about the early movies started out strong,
You
but they
think?
never improved. Yes, Diary of a Mad Black Woman was a good movie for its time.
Yeah.
That was one of the better movies, black movies, because we didn't have much. But he never improved. So the movies stayed the same. And the quality of the movies depreciated because he hasn't done anything, prolific. And by the time we got to that movie with Bow Wow and Tiana Taylor, it was like, girl, keep it. You could have kept this with the mama dying and carrying on. Heaven waits for me. You knew I was going to do
Oh,
it.
Jesus. All I can see is her arms.
Mariah is what girl? That girl with a capital T, a capital H, a capital A, and another capital T. She's that girl. Don't do it. Don't play my sis. Wendy would have a good album, especially with that cheating.
Oh,
Wait,
Lord.
her husband does cheat on her regularly, so that would be
Well,
if
that's
Wendy.
just so
I want Wendy Williams to
sad.
sell her life story to Mary J. Blige for an album.
Because Mary can make a coin.
Mary's the pain in Mary's voice,
You know I love.
along with Wendy's words. That's an album now. Let's see. If she fall face first, her titties would bust.
Let's see, because I'm thinking it stays so heavy since she lost every other part of herself.
Well, she put those in,
I know.
which
But I mean, they still have to have weight.
they they surely do.
They weigh more than the rest of her body. I'm
Probably.
feeling like she going over.
Her head and her breasts.
That's it. And that's all at the top. Just go bang, and there we go.
The Lord pushed Wendell 2 times. He did. He knocked her over twice on TV.
That's
We don't know how
right.
many times she done fell off the screen. Maxine
right.
said eating and coming over when not invited and giving law tips. That's me.
Yep.
Rude. I can say it, but you cannot.
See, but now you contribute to your auntie.
My auntie.
You got an attorney auntie.
I have an attorney father.
No, we talking about the girls.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. Wendy, Wendell, Bartholomew, Orenthal, Rufus, Pookie. Oh, Lord Jesus. My budget doesn't allow me to keep Maxine in my life house and kitchen. I understand. Waiting to Excel 2 wouldn't have had the same quality of music. It would not have, but it still would have been good because they would have probably reached back and gotten some of the older girls. Shantae Moore's still here. Tamia, Brandy, Gladys Knight, and Aretha Franklin are all still here. Whitney is still here. Cece is still with us. And they probably would have, knowing Whitney Houston, she would have insisted that they go and get those girls and not put out a trash soundtrack because she was very insistent with Sparkle not being a trash soundtrack, and it's good. Sparkle soundtrack, the new one, is that sound. It's that girl. It's that girl. Let's see. I can see you perfectly fine. Well, praise God.
That's what you wonder.
Because we having some difficulties. I
Hopefully it'll keep
disagree.
going out.
White people are still asking for a Veronica Mars reboot. No, white people love a good TV show reboot. But as far as movies, no God. With movies, white people move on very quickly. They watch it, that was good, they scoot on by. Black people, if they put out a house party today and had a Tisha Campbell
Don't
Martin.
about my generation.
I'm just saying, if they put it out today and had Tisha Campbell Martin swang in for a cameo,
Nah, I ain't coming.
you wouldn't because you saved.
I ain't coming.
You still going to Tyler Perry's functions.
Hallelujah, because heaven waits for me.
Heaven waits for me. He wrote the mess out of that song, though. I got to give him that.
You know, he got to do it like he do it.
You have to. You have to. Let's see. That's why Tyler Perry is successful. That's why. That's why.
He
Look at
appeals
that.
to our need for Jesus, is that what you're saying?
No, because black people just go and
And I think we should, because honey, we won't get any opportunities if we don't work together. Because honey, some of them don't want us to be out there in the streets. They want us to stay home and be quiet.
well, I do that anyway.
No, you got to speak.
What that woman say? I'm gonna do that anyway because that's just how I am. Look at the haves and the have-nots. I look at the haves and the have-nots only because of Tika Sumpter. And when she leaves the show, I'll stop watching. She owned the show, and I'm a big Tika Sumpter fan, and I ain't watched it in 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Because it's trash.
It's the pacing. The storylines don't really bother me. It's the pacing.
I told you about the pacing 19
And I
years
gave
ago.
them grace as long as
She
I could.
cussed me out in God's name, in very Christian fashion, because I told her Tyler Perry writes these shows with these dramatic pauses
They too long.
with no laughter. They're not funny moments. It's not like,
It's just hanging.
it's not like when Bentley would come on the Jeffersons and he start saying a line, but the crowd be screaming, and he had to wait because he'd come in and be like, "Hey, Mister, woo, yeah, Bentley." He had to wait for the crowd to die down,
Bentley.
and then he'll say, "Hey, Mister Jefferson, what's going on?" Like it's these pauses that just don't mean anything. They're just there to fill up space because Tyler Perry doesn't know how to write an hour's worth or 30 minutes worth of
But there are enough
TV.
people around that do. I don't understand.
That's what you lose me there.
I just don't really understand. And I love my boy.
You do.
I do. I give him as much props as I can.
You do. You do. You never say anything intentionally mean about Tyler Perry.
No.
I do. But I say intentionally mean things about everyone.
Okay, that's why you're grounded.
Okay. I'll go to my room.
Oh shoot, that's right. We're trying to get you out of there.
Yeah. So I don't know. Let's see. I would keep Regina and her mom. Oh, Regine and her mom. Chip
Oh,
Chip
yeah,
Fields is
Chip
always a good time.
Fields.
Anytime I see her, I'm Regine.
Yeah,
Actually,
what you doing nowadays?
being a grandmama, I want to see.
Sounds fun.
I want to see Chip, Alexis, and Kim because I love them all. All three of them have brought something great to my nigga life, my African American life. So I would like to see them do a movie, maybe a Netflix nigga movie, something like that. Little piece of that. Let's see. Her titties would act as airbags.
This must be Wendy.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, flotation device. She'd be safe on the plane.
I love a good Mary song. I just don't want them to sing it to me. I don't need Mary J to sing nothing.
Don't do it.
I said what I said.
I said don't do it.
And I said what I said.
We love Mary J.
We love her as an auntie.
I'm still dancing.
Okay.
I'm gonna be Puff Daddy's sister or something. We're gonna dance. We're gonna dance in our next video.
Okay, get your life.
Yeah.
I hope it's a silent video. It's an instrumental. Because listen,
No.
I don't want, or maybe like Shaka Khan's new song where you only hear her sing like 4 words. It's like sugar, so sweet,
That's it.
good enough to eat.
Yeah, I heard that.
It's like sugar. It's like sugar. And I'm like, what is this? Get this away from me. And
So
she
was this a
went,
bad day? Why didn't we have more work?
maybe she sang that in rehab. That was something she had to put out while she was in rehab. Let's see. If they won't, wait, let's see. If they won't have an iconic line like the get your ass, and get out.
Something crazy.
Ooh,
We love
prolific.
that
Bernadine
quirky
did that.
stuff.
Bernadine did
But
that.
we love that kind of stuff, though. It's true.
We love a good monologue.
Yeah. And if you really tell them off, you got us.
And Angela Bassett is the monologue queen.
She can tell us off.
She can.
We have been told.
All these people came to see me, Ike. They come to see me.
Mm.
Yes, God.
So foolishness.
He tried her.
He did. And he tried a long time.
Look, and I done got off the narcotic.
See?
Oh, Lord Jesus.
No, I don't care what you done cut off.
You done messed up a perfectly good automobile. I love that movie. Come on, you need me. Arm in the air. Hey, ooh.
I got to go back to the comments. What y'all doing?
It was singing.
Sing on, Jerry.
House parties, my generation too. It is before me. It's before me.
That means you don't know how to have a good time. We praying for
I
you.
may not, because I've never watched House Party in my life.
That thing.
It looked a mess. It looked like it was too much going on. I don't really do kid and play like that.
I mean, but they were big then.
And that's fine.
Hi.
I'm not taking anything away from them. I just don't do them.
Kid and play
Personally.
big.
Okay. Y'all gonna stay off Tyler Perry. Medea is a funny hot mess.
Yes.
But I heard a lot of the color folk don't like the stereotype of her, but those are some of his best movies. Medea is his best character.
That's his coin.
But he don't like to do Medea no more.
He know he's trying to get away from her, but folks be like,
But she's
"Where
fine.
my
I was thinking about her this morning.
My dear, she'll tell you about yourself and
I
your
love
life.
her. I love Medea. She's
Now,
one of
she
my
ain't coming to
favorites.
church because they ain't got no smoking section, but she will tell
Listen.
you what thus saith the Lord.
She will. In her own way.
Yeah, yeah.
Those pauses like soap operas did on their summer breaks back in the 80s.
Yes.
It's awful.
It's like, seriously?
Tyler can keep his movies, just give me the plays. These last couple plays been a little lackluster too.
Well, I think he don't love him like he wants to love
I
him.
don't think he loves anything. No, no, no. You don't love me, this I know, boy. The people. Yeah, I feel like he's in this place where he's just doing stuff because, he want money, but I don't feel his passion in any of his work. Any.
I mean, you got to work in order to do the things that he do.
He has enough money to take some time off, really.
Yeah, but then he couldn't do the other things that he might do for other people. Yes, he's kind of philanthropic.
A little bit, but the thing is, I'm not talking about that right now. I'm worried about the quality of his work. And it's bad. It's bad quality.
Well,
Anytime
I'm
you
sure
have...
he'll catch you and he'll see, why is this little girl talking about me?
And then he can call me and we can work out something. I write, I sing, I dance. I can't dance, but I will. I can direct.
Lord, because your dancing will be funny enough. And I think a coin could be had.
You're trying me.
But I love you.
You're trying me.
I'll videotape your dancing.
You're trying me.
I'm here for you.
You have videotaped my dancing.
Yes, but I haven't put it out to the world. I have to find my old videos.
I want you to try Jesus and not myself.
Yeah.
Glory.
Don't start. You told you when I had church today. Don't start.
I won't start. It is trash, and Veronica is just the devil. The way certain scenes don't follow up properly, like in real life, I'm sorry no one would be around. Anyone in the show, they are all trash.
Yeah.
I concur. I'm thinking about catching this next episode of The Haves and the Have-Nots because I saw Veronica had on a cute wig. That's literally it.
Yeah, she just
But the show is terrible. Everybody's terrible. It's very unrealistic. And Jim was supposed to be in jail, but he got highlights, and they got on my nerves, and I stopped watching. And that's that. I love me some Angela Bassett.
To be gray, you know.
He in jail.
He was grown when I was a little. Oh wait a minute, which ones? I thought you were talking about the daddy.
I'm talking about the daddy. I'm talking about at the beginning of that whatever the season
he was
was.
grown when I was a little girl. He got to do something with that color.
But the thing is, you're in jail. You don't have time to freshen up in jail.
He was Bordeaux, wasn't he?
He was.
Honey.
And you don't have time in jail.
I mean, you're rich. They took him down to
the jail salon.
Yeah.
Girl, get away from me. Let's see.
I stopped you in Angela Bassett for Andrew Malone.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we all love Angela Bassett here. There's no way you can.
Yes.
I've never heard anybody ever say I don't like Angela
Sister
Bassett.
Bassett is our girl.
I've never heard it, and I'd never want to.
We love Sister Bassett.
She's that girl.
We should see her next month, but we ain't gonna get there. Don't look like.
What you talking about?
You know,
Oh,
she comes to the conference.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I ain't gonna be able to see her.
Oh,
I'm gonna see her on the screen like I see her when I watch
well, if you
911,
join the choir, you'll be closer.
and I still see her on the
I can
screen.
register you.
I'm okay.
I have the link.
I'm all right. I can't afford.
Mass choir rehearsal.
I can't
Mass choir
afford.
rehearsal.
I cannot afford to be in the choir this season.
I got the flyer.
Get away from me. Hey, Thomas. The gasp I gave when you said you've never seen House Party. I was born in 1994, and my mama was saved. So I watched a lot of Barney. There was a lot of Gullah Gullah Island. I could watch Rugrats in moderation. There was some cat dog going on. But no.
Your great grandma didn't like the cat dog.
No, she said that was demonic.
Okay.
Because how the cat and the dog get together to make this cat dog?
She didn't feel that cat dog at all.
She didn't like it.
So we gonna go to grandma's house and go watch cat dog?
Not in here.
Nuh-uh.
Now, listen. I
can
let you
watch
slide.
Barney and all them other ones.
I let you
Him.
slide with these talking babies and talking rats and things. Look,
That's fine. But a cat and a dog?
combined, connected,
With two brains? No.
going two separate directions. That ain't it. My grandmother was not having that.
No, she didn't feel it.
I need to go over there and play her cat dog and see how she'll react
Oh,
today.
she probably give you some grief.
Probably.
That ain't right. Mm-mm.
I don't watch Greenleaf or Iyanla, but I'm here just for you. Well, we talked a little bit about the last couple of Iyanlas, but we ain't even
You
got
got
it.
to one. I guess we should talk about the one that we like just finished the
We
end of.
should. We should. Let's see. Y'all got me cutting up at work. They talking about the man Tyler Love he employed.
Oh Lord.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing. Angela, as Tina scared me as a child, those arms were too much for me. They were a lot. They were a lot. They gave me a lot. When she was rolling and when she put her arm out like that, I can't do it right now because I'm cloaked. But she gave you a rolling, rolling. I was like, ooh, I couldn't take. I
How the
couldn't
people be
take.
trying to buy them arms? They got arm suits and they put them on there.
They were too much.
She's muscular. I can't
She's
talk because I
muscular.
wasn't any
And it was a
better.
lot.
I came from a muscular father.
But you ain't never been that muscular. I guarantee.
I quit doing anything. And you know, they say after you get a certain age, you start losing muscle tone. I'm a swift witness. They did not lie.
Angela still looks good.
Angela do something. I do not.
There's always that. There's
She
always
goes to the
that.
gym. I pay for gym membership. That's all.
And don't go.
And don't go.
Unfortunately. Now, if you watch any of those, you'll see and hear every reason why we shouldn't have been watching. Right. Yeah. You should show your mother the Boondocks episode about Tyler Perry.
Oh Lord, I bet that was interesting.
I'm not showing my mama the Boondocks episode of anything.
Well, now I used to read the Boondocks in the newspaper.
Yeah.
I know y'all don't know nothing about this. Back
No,
when the comics was out.
I've read the comics.
That was one I would read. Because the Boondocks was pretty good.
The show is very satirical and very Afro-American. It's a good show. It's a good show.
Yup.
How you gonna say yep and you ain't never seen it?
I am your cheerleader.
I don't need a cheerleader.
I got to go get some pop. Let me go to Amazon and see if they sell some.
Save that money for gas.
Oh, I do got to go to work, huh?
So let's talk about Greenleaf.
Okay.
Let me find my notes because I don't remember what happened. It was days ago.
So we're not going to finish the Iyanla series first?
I mean, we can.
It doesn't matter.
I didn't take no notes on Iyanla, so we can just...
I mean, we can do the recap.
I'll start by saying, do you really want to touch it?
No.
It wasn't directed to you.
Just in case.
It wasn't. He's mine, you may have had him once, but I got him all the time. You can't sleep at night. He's mine, you may have had him once, but I got him all the time. Gotta give you a little piece of Monifa.
Well, I started to be a percussionist.
I got him all the time.
Because I enjoy percussion.
I wish you wouldn't.
I was just going to snap my fingers this time. I wasn't going to get no instrument.
Never fall in love with a man who don't love you.
But the problem is you usually don't find that out until after the fact.
I don't.
You don't find the fall.
There's that. There is
You're one
that.
of them people that be in church that lock their knees when it's time to pray. And the preacher put their hand on your head.
No.
And your knees lock and you won't fall.
I don't do that.
I know people, they get a double stance. I'm not falling today. You are that saint.
I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't go to the altar, so it's not. There's never.
The altar will come to you.
And it should.
I'll be there in a minute.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind somebody coming and praying for me, but I'm not going up there because every time I go up there, the girls pray for 98 people.
Well, you
and
got to go to a different prayer line.
I go up there first,
because you can't let everybody.
and they don't pray
you.
for me till last every single time. So I'm just standing up here, just what? Okay, she don't feel loud. Praise God.
You feel like the people at the restaurant who get their food first.
Exactly. I'm sitting.
Well, we're gonna recommend you a new prayer line.
I just pray for
Because
myself
like I said,
at
you
this
can't
point.
let everybody pray for you, but so you got to get you some recommendations.
I pray for myself at this point, and I
Call
ask
the old
you.
people and ask who should pray for me.
I just ask you to pray for me,
Well, I mean, I do that anyway.
and go to my papa. He'll pray.
Oh, you know it. Try not to catch him with a ring.
That's fine.
Honey.
Anyway, so Monifa and her daughter Kimmy were on the show. It wasn't really much to talk about. Monifa had or didn't really want a baby. Um, and Kimmy felt the weight of that.
Hmm.
Any thoughts? That's
Yeah.
basically the whole episode, really.
Basically, that's the whole thing. It's just that, of course, Kimmy felt the abandonment of it all because Monifa never really addressed the fact that she didn't want a baby. She just kind of kept on with her life.
Yep,
And since
folks
she
who don't
was,
want babies who have them never address the fact.
well, I mean, if you're faced with actually having to raise a child, it's more likely that you will bond. But Monifa didn't raise her. Her mama did.
Yeah.
And so she never stopped to come to grips with it
Hmm.
and to love and nurture her child like she should have.
That's because that P fell over and told her not to.
Oh, Jesus.
Monifa said that she asked the Lord for a sign over whether she should
That
abort the baby or not.
was very
And her P
interesting.
fell off the counter because, they had to
She was
do,
going to the clinic.
right, the pregnancy test. The P fell off the counter and that was her sign. And
Yeah.
so she just kept the baby, but she ain't like love it. It just didn't make no sense.
Nah. Yeah, but that's me. She just didn't want it. She didn't want to abort it. She felt bad about aborting it, but she still really didn't want a baby.
You could have just gave it up and
Yeah,
just
but
kept it
I
moving.
bet her mama wasn't gonna fly with that.
I mean, but the thing is, now she wants a relationship with her. That's where
Right,
that's
'cause
where I'm like, what
she
happened?
here.
I mean,
And,
yeah.
and then there are people that are just better parents for adults. Some people are good parents straight through. Some people are good for kids. Some people are good for adults.
What are you good for?
I don't know, girl. I
I
ain't
don't
figured it
know.
out yet.
We gonna
I
find it.
think I like you now. You all right. Now, there are some things that I need you to do.
There's some things that I need you to do as well.
But that is not the question right now. We're
Yeah,
talking about what I need.
but that was not my question either. So
Anyway.
we didn't ask you to do that.
Anyway.
Moving along.
So I think what Iyanla helped to do was help them to really look at themselves. And of course,
Look
poor
at
Monifa,
me.
she's really felt bad. You can tell she's felt bad about this
Look
from the time the girl got here.
at
Every time like Kimmy said anything,
me.
Monifa would just break out in a holler. So Iyanla had to pull her off and say, "Hey, look here. If you don't stop all that hollering, the girl can't talk to you because you're hollering."
Yeah, she does a lot. She did a lot of crying this episode.
Yeah, she was messed up, and I understand that. She felt really crazy and bad, and she can't fix it, and she was having the myriad of emotions about it, but that don't change nothing.
It did not change anything.
So the interesting Emancipation Proclamation was,
Weird.
it was a Iyanla thing, and very, very, and she heard it like I think she should have heard it.
Mhm.
I'm not holding you responsible for that anymore. We're getting past that.
We
We're gonna start
cool.
over.
It was basically we cool.
Yeah, we're gonna start from here. We're gonna build our relationship, which is something that they should do.
What I found very interesting is Kimmy, like I've followed them for a while. I love Monifa and I've been paying attention because I love her.
Mm-hmm.
Kimmy didn't like her mama being gay, and they didn't talk about that at any point in the show.
Well, it probably was something that they said that they just weren't going to talk about because the issue, she has to accept, they have to accept each other, and then they can deal with that other stuff. Monifa has accepted, looky here, you got a grown daughter. And she has to accept her mama as a person who actually abandoned her, but really didn't mean her any harm, and she got to let that go. So now that they can talk about everything else. And she can say, now, Mom, you know I love you. I've loved you all
I
my
knew you
life.
said, but I wouldn't be a friend or even a fan
If I didn't tell you, I would prefer that you not be gay.
Well, she's married to Therese now, and we love them. They're a beautiful couple.
I mean, folks get divorced all the time. But I mean, we're not asking.
Your problem.
I'm not trying to get rid of Monifa's companion.
We like Therese.
Yeah, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it.
That's the only Therese on earth I've ever liked. No shade.
My friend is cool.
No, he's not.
He's cool.
He's not.
What's wrong with him?
I don't like him. My spirit said no.
I mean, we still cool.
My spirit said
Every
no.
now and then you can have, what's up?
And I'm telling you, my spirit said no. From the moment I saw him with mine eyes, my spirit said, mm-mm.
Well, moving on.
Moving along.
I might text him, see if he's alive. It's been a minute, I'm just getting to be where you got to text people, see you all right. Okay.
Yeah, you going
So
through
that was the
some
whole
things.
thing
That was the whole episode.
about that.
It didn't feel like a finale, but it was.
That was supposed to be a finale.
That was the finale.
Girl, no.
Yeah.
It was a good resolution, but it wasn't dramatic
It
enough.
it ended just like the season opened. The season opened very lackluster, and it ended very
Well, and I
lackluster.
think maybe they tried to do that because Monifa is a celebrity, and she is.
Cynthia Bailey a celebrity too. The episode was boring too, though. So
Well, I like her. I like her talking to people and getting them to see themselves from a different perspective.
I like Iyanla
like
talking
that.
to white people. I want to see more of her talking to white people.
Well, call and say,
Because remember, she used to do a lot of white people. She only had one white person this season.
have we banned white people?
I don't know. Come on, they got problems.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Mhm.
let's see.
That's all.
Didn't Charity get hit by that bus yet? I'm waiting patiently on it.
Oh no.
JQ.
Let me go
Come
back.
on, we love her. Oh, hey, Queen Bianca, what's going on? Happy Sunday.
Across the hill.
You have that voice together today. Is it together? Is it? I don't know.
She didn't come to choir rehearsal, so I don't know either.
Did we ask you?
Do you have to?
Yes.
No.
Uh-huh. Monifa was basically singing every episode of Jerry Springer. She was. Oh. Yes, vocal falls and cover self. Y'all be doing far too much. Hey, B. How are you? I want to go in Iyanla just for her to say not on my watch. I just want her to call me beloved one good time.
Well, I mean, I could do it.
You're not Iyanla. You're not Iyanla.
I mean, I'm not from New York either, but I could try.
Your name's not Rhonda. And I won't
know a
stand.
Rhonda. A couple.
I mean,
of
we
them.
all know Rhondas. There's plenty of them. Let's see. My spirit says no. No mother can say yes in the spirit of saying yes. By Michelle Williams. My spirit says no. No mother can say yes. My spirit says no. No, I didn't ask for how many.
I'm only doing accents.
I didn't ask for accents.
I'm doing accents.
You're trying me. We don't like her. Y'all do. I need Iyanla to get her life together. She wasn't there for the right reason before. Listen, Iyanla she wasn't Iyanla. She was fictionalized on Greenleaf. She was very fictionalized.
Yes, indeed. Because she just said, now look.
She would have got Lynn Whitfield together.
Yeah, because you know, she get them together on her show. Porter Braxton's, I'm still sad. They got a whooping.
I'm Tony. I don't like anyone in my family.
These folks
Any of them.
crazy.
I don't like any of them. None of them. Not a single. My
Not
mama, my
one
daddy,
Negro person.
Tracy, Tawanda, Trina, Tamar, not even Michael. I don't like none of these niggas. I don't like my kids.
You done, as my grandma said, you done run out.
I don't like my nephews and nieces. I just hate all of them. The great one, the new baby, I don't like it either. I hate everybody. Everybody. I was just like, Tony.
You have run out. You have run out. You put the baby. And Michael ain't bothered nobody. We don't know Michael to bother nobody.
It was just so much.
Mikey. So we can be clear which
Right,
Mikey.
Mikey. But it was
He
just,
ain't bothered
she
nobody.
was just sitting around the table looking at everybody in the eye, telling them, I don't like any of them. Just no, I don't like none of them. If we weren't family, we wouldn't be friends. Like, good Lord,
I can't
Tony.
do nothing with you.
It took me out.
Find you somewhere to be, because he ain't it.
The way she had to emphasize, I don't like any of them. Not any of them.
They are not for me.
Ooh, the ghetto. I loved it. Because I don't like none of y'all niggas either.
Yes, you like me.
Like feels very strong.
Girl, I'm going to take your toe
And where you going to put it?
in a jar in your room.
Oh, well, that's cute.
Now you going to walk funny.
That's fine. Just don't take my
I'm going to
thumb.
take the big toe.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
That is A-okay. I mean, it's 2018. I could probably get on
Your
YouTube
prosthetic
and
toe.
figure out how to build a toe at this point.
And if you put this piece right on and slip it under the ball of your
The
foot,
ball. It's got
then
to
you
be under the
can,
ball.
yeah, strap it across the top. You'll be fine.
Hey Zoe, thank you. I'm universal, international. I'm over in the UK,
Oh, I
broadcasting
know.
live. Good to see you. Why are you speaking in that bass? You know you're wrong. That's how Tony Braxton sounds.
See,
And I will
see,
not.
thank you,
I have to do her justice.
thank you.
It's just like when I call Barbara Walters, Barbara
I'm gonna
Walters.
ask you because I was gonna be her
I
in
pronounce her
black.
name as she pronounces her name.
I don't
And
want
I
you to talk
speak,
about her.
if I'm
She's awesome.
quoting Tony Braxton, I must quote her in
She,
her tone.
all of these ladies are awesome, and you are grounded again.
Okay, that's not going to stop me from speaking in Tony's tone. I don't like any of them. I hate them all.
Can't reach
It's
your toe.
cold. It's a cold toe.
Put your toe on me.
I'm
You
putting it
know, a
on
little
me.
warm though. It's okay.
Oh, the ghetto, your feet are so hot.
I'm telling you.
Let's see. I told my mama the same thing. If we weren't family, we wouldn't be friends.
Oh
I wouldn't even look
no.
twice at my mama if she wasn't my mama.
Girl, please, you would be trying to find
The
me.
ghetto.
I already know.
It's not true. It's
I
just not
already
realistic.
know.
It's just not real. I want to hear you do Beyonce. I don't do a good Beyonce.
Cause
I
she's very Houston.
I mean, I
I
can
don't have an
do.
Houston.
Houston's not hard.
I,
It's not difficult. It's just Beyonce's tone.
yeah. She's
Because
got
her
a
voice is
specific tone.
deep, but it's not like Toni Braxton deep. Toni Braxton has like that bottom of my range deepness. Beyonce has like a quality to her voice that I can't really grasp.
Hmm.
And she don't really talk that much. Not in her natural speaking voice. So it's really hard to get a good grasp on Beyonce's speaking voice. It's difficult. But I'm gonna call you bike. We gonna see if we can get this together.
See what you can do, boo.
Anyway, let's talk about Greenleaf.
Uh-huh.
So Grace.
Grace. Hmm. That's Faith. I was about to sing it. Different song.
Okay, work it out.
I gotta show you something, but keep going.
Grace is sitting up in her room, Brandy.
See
And
in my room.
come on, notes.
I'm
Thinking
done.
about you. I must confess. No, we don't need that.
I'm an accent person.
I don't need
I
accents.
told you.
But yeah, Grace is sitting up in her room, and the girl, she's flashing back. Who is that with her?
That's one of my friends.
Okay. I mean,
The IMD PR guy.
we stand for Merle.
Honey, I'm like, oh.
Except I think
fabulous.
she's actually Grace Greenleaf in real life. I was thinking last night about how at the BET, the Black Girls Rock, when she was up on that stage just being Grace
She
Greenleaf.
was so sweet.
It was aggravating.
I
Anyway,
loved her.
Grace is flashing back and carrying on and looking at crime scene photos and thinking about how she stabbed her uncle in the throat.
Yeah,
All
she
of that.
flashing back. Oh, thing.
And I just feel like she needs therapy. Can we have therapy?
I need you to do surgery on me. Sing. I hear it. Sing. I admit I need you to do surgery on me.
This is what it's like to live with a choir director. It's worrisome. Sophia comes on out the room and she asks her mama, "What you looking at?" Her mama slammed the laptop closed, and I'm just like, "Well, girl,
Where she saw you.
I mean, it's in the news. We know about the case.
You about to get messed up the hook on the computer.
Not the hook.
She put it on the hook.
Anyway, and Sophia like, "Can you talk to the folks and tell them I'm not coming back to the Little Saints?
No,
The Little Saints."
you go over there and tell them yourself.
um.
I'm not getting
And
you out.
hey, Coy, I see Coy popped in. How you doing, sis? We talking about Greenleaf. But yeah, can you talk to them about, because they're not taking no for an answer. I don't want to teach the Little Saints no more, because I ain't saved. So Grace says she'll talk to her. In the meantime, in between time, hey Aaron, it is Zora's birthday. She's 18, and so her grandmother wakes up at the crack of dawn, and says, "Happy birthday. We only got a little time to read the Bible this morning because, it's your birthday. We're going to have cake." So Bishop goes over to Charity's suite. I guess would you call it a suite?
Yeah,
When
because I mean, they all look like they all sweet. So
we don't know how the house is really set up,
I want my house set up like that,
but we
whatever
don't
it
know
is.
how.
I don't care.
Okay. Well, I
Mm.
mean, you have your bedroom and bathroom combination.
I want an open space for my TV and my sitting area
I'm
that don't compete with the rest of the house.
I'm sitting, and the TV is not in an
No.
open. Okay. Anyway, Bishop goes on over and says, "Hey, we having Charity's birthday party. Come on down. If you want to come on down, come on down." Charity. I mean Zora's birthday party. Charity don't make it, but she tells her, ask her daddy when he moving out, and said that Zora needs to get herself together. And I'm just like, but you are sitting here in the earliest part of the morning with wine, sitting on the floor in your living area. It's strange. Where's Nathan? He must have been with his daddy this morning.
Must did, because he was not on TV.
He didn't cry nothing. She might have gave him a little taste of that wine. He might be out.
Baby just sleeping.
Listen, that's probably the best sleep that baby ever had. So anyway, down at the birthday party, we having cake for breakfast and everything, and Zora opens a gift from her parents, and it's Hamilton tickets. And the show is tomorrow.
Ooh, she went old school, grandmama. Go ahead. That was funny to me.
I'm gonna get to that, but I'm not there yet.
Yes,
The
but it was
show is
still
tomorrow,
funny.
and it was strange to me because Hamilton is on Broadway, so they was gonna fly tomorrow to New York City from Memphis. Like it just, I feel like that's something I need to know in advance. Might have made plans with my girls. I know I'm on lockdown, but I might have had plans. You don't know if I could take a flight tomorrow. Might be booked.
You gotta ask the warden. That's the girl's side.
Honestly. And so Lynn Whitfield said, "Well, when is the show?" She says, "Tomorrow." Lynn Whitfield says,
So sorry.
"Oh, that is unfortunate for you. 'Cause the girl's on punishment." And Carissa turns to Jacob and says, "Now, Jacob, do something." Jacob says, "Well, look, she's on punishment." And I agree. EYE, I agree. I don't think, because as someone who
I feel.
has gotten in trouble around her birthday countless times, I can't even imagine how many times, and has had my functions completely canceled.
Woo. No
I
birthday for you this year.
and I, so you just got to eat it. I got in trouble.
Yeah.
Like, what can we do? Carissa talking. It's her birthday. It's her 18th birthday, and she, it's
You know, like my mama. She knew her birthday was gone.
she knew. She knew.
She knew this.
I don't even remember my 18th birthday, to be honest with you. Do you remember? I have no idea what went on.
Didn't you graduate? We was doing all kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, I had graduated a little bit before that. Then we had the birthday, but I don't remember the birthday.
We just was doing so many things. I remember something about a cake, and I don't know if we went. I don't know, because we be.
Was that the year we had all the girls over?
There might have been 11 girls in my house.
11's not unreasonable.
It's like, I said, Lord, I won't get any rest.
I think it was that evening.
And then we had all those Chick-fil-A pieces.
The minis, the chicken minis. I think that
Yes.
was 18.
Because I wasn't finna get up and cook for all you people.
Settle down. It's not that deep. Like, girl, you could have just made a bunch of eggs.
Honey, I called down to the Chick-fil-A. Say, I'm going to be through in a minute.
Yeah, swing it on in.
I'm going to need a platter.
Prepare some minis. And they did, and they were delicious.
Y'all like to get elbow fighting. Like, now this is plenty for you guys.
You don't know. Some of us were fat. At least 2 of us was fat in there. I can tell you that right now.
Help, girl.
So anyway, grandmama says that the baby can't go, and Jacob says she can't go either, and I agree. I've actually watched a couple of YouTubers talk about it and say that felt a little harsh. To me, it didn't feel harsh at all. The girl ran off. She ran off. She got punched in her face by her boyfriend and then ran off with her.
But that's part of the storyline. It's so realistic. Oh, but it's never any less stupid anytime it happens.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So, I agree with her being on punishment. Like, I don't feel no kind of way. I feel like Jacob is 100% correct. Lady May is, she's extreme, but she's correct in that girl, we not gonna take off for your birthday. We not gonna put your punishment to the side because it's your birthday. That never happened for me.
No.
Never. Girl, I get a whooping on my birthday just as easy.
Mm.
And I did.
Yeah.
Um, anyway, moving along, Corinne. Corinne, the secretary, is over. She's working with Maxine Patterson's secretary, and that to me is strange. Not secretary, assistant, I guess. That's strange because don't Maxine need her assistant? Like with her?
You would think.
But she over here, like they
Like,
can't
yeah,
talk on the phone.
right.
It's weird. Like they can't
Mm.
Skype these conversations or something. She's physically here, and that means Maxine really didn't need you that seriously.
Well, the girl says she's stupid.
The girl
So
did.
maybe that's why she's sending another.
Corinne said she's slow. She said she a little slow.
She's sending another capper, so she wanted to be bothered.
So May goes over to Grace and is giving Grace fever as she does, and she says, you worried about this woman over here that murdered her husband. What she call her, murderess? The murderess. You worried about the murderess, and
Oh, wow.
you ain't worried about me and my day with Lady May. And it's just like, well, I mean, your day is not the end all be all. You really finna not be the first lady anyway. It ain't that deep. Is what I
You
would
might be the
say.
pastor, but
I would
you
have
ain't prepped
said
for that.
it's just not it, girl. It's
In
not.
in certain situations, people prep for that. What? Because like with my uncle and his wife before she passed away,
Right.
he was the bishop and she was the pastor.
Mm-hmm.
I think they did that a while.
Yeah.
And I mean, but that's like setting up succession.
Mm-hmm. And now the son is the pastor.
Yeah, because she passed away, and
Right.
then when he retired, the son got, and
Mm-hmm.
that worked out beautifully. I feel like. So if something happened and say my uncle would have left, they already had a pastor.
Yeah.
So
But everybody ain't able.
they ain't got it.
And this church, quiet as it's kept, is based off the Kojic Church, and
I'm trying to see why they done messed with Our Lady May. Our Lady May is elegant.
she's that girl.
She is so cute.
She's that girl.
And I just love her booths at the conventions because they're always so pink. And they have these cute couches. And her little things are displayed so girly. I love it.
I thought you said boots at first, and I was like, I don't remember her ever wearing boots.
Booth.
Booths. Okay.
The shopping area.
Yeah. It is a very nice. It's like a
always-
powder room.
Right. It's like, ooh.
It's very nice.
It draws you. If you're really girly, it draws. What is
It's
this?
always a good time.
You're walking around looking like, wow.
The last booth I remember going to was meeting Bernadette Stanis.
Yes, I know. You did so good.
I don't know where that photograph is.
Ah,
The signed picture was in my room. We don't know.
I think it's in your closet.
We're gonna pray.
I think it's in your closet.
We're going to pray. But anywho, so May don't care nothing about the murderess. She was just like, girl, murdered. She killed somebody. She don't even go to this church. And that's the thing. What is this fund, this legal defense fund that they've created? They just gonna legally defend whoever? There are no guidelines. There's no. It don't make sense. It does not make sense. We just gonna defend whoever we feel like defending.
Well, I think
White,
it's for
black.
people. I think it's white, black. I don't think it was a racial thing. It was a thing where we help people in certain situations. That's the way I took it.
I want
Now,
you to go to the
wrong.
church with us or be a member of our community in some way.
But I
Something.
think you had to be a member of the community in some way. I mean, I think they were doing it outside of Memphis.
I'm talking about being a member of the nigger community.
No, everything is not about us.
Yes, it is, girl.
The whole thing, everything is about us.
It is. Yes. Because it is very rare that white people at the white church will create
No.
a legal defense fund
No.
and step outside of their church and their community.
No, that's not true. And the reason I know that is not true is I know I've had a situation where I was going through after your brother died, a white church that I still cannot remember which one it even was.
Well, you was going through some things.
I was going through some things, and one of my classmates went to this church. No. The girl at the bank went to this church.
Come on, girl at the bank.
Girl at the bank.
Go off, tell her.
She knew what was happening because it was in the paper and such.
Yeah.
She knew what was happening, and she saw me struggling trying to keep these bills covered.
Keeping your head above water, making a
Yeah,
way when you can.
temporary layoff.
Good times.
And so she said, my church does stuff. And believe me, we was two different sides of the hand.
Come on.
my church helps people who are struggling.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind if I turn your name in for some help? And I said, no, I don't mind.
Well, turn me in,
I
honey.
need help.
Turn me
As long
in.
as I ain't got no problems and you ain't turning me into the police, I'm good.
But that still is you going through somebody who goes to that church.
But they noticed me.
I mean, it's still, it just feels weird.
But there are a lot of churches that, and especially when I worked with the nonprofit,
Mm-hmm.
I would go to churches and I would find what their programs were, and they did not discriminate as far as color or membership in a lot of them.
All right. Well, I'm gonna let it slide.
Yeah, I can't let you roll with that one
But
because I've
it's
seen
weird.
them, even here in the South, do something for all kinds of people.
It's weird. And I'm sitting on the side of Lady May as far as she don't even go here, but I'll let you have
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'll let
And I do, this is my thought though.
Mm-hmm.
I still think you need to take care of the people inside.
I think that as well because they had the little groups. Remember, Kevin was over the groups of the people who were being abused and all of that.
Right. And all that stuff is necessary.
Quincy's sister Quita was over there and she was being beat.
I really do. I really think all of those types of things are necessary in your church, but they also can and should be open as much as you can handle it to the community.
I feel like the first case should have been within the church at least.
Sure, because it's something that you offer in the church. But if you're out, it's like this girl, if she thought, well, maybe we could talk you through it. We got a group at our church, and I invite you. She invite me as a member of the church.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I'm thinking.
Well,
That's me now.
I guess.
And my ministry thing, but it's
It would have turned me
but
off
we ain't
though.
gonna throw you out.
It would have turned me off if when I went to visit this woman, she was like, "Well, I don't even believe in God." I'd be like, "All right, well, God bless you. We'll see you
We
later."
do,
You,
but that's not the way it works.
but that's why I'm not over the funds, the
Okay.
committee.
We're gonna have you on another committee.
Yeah.
That won't be your ministry.
Yeah, let me be the church lunch lady or something, because that ain't it. But
So we
Grace
having
is going.
tacos today?
Yeah, Grace. I run the food pantry or something. But Grace is going on about how this is life or death, and she's looking at death row, and if you don't want your dancers, your producer dancing in your video, come to death row. And Lady May just don't care, and I find myself unable to care too. But that's because I feel like this is a setup. I feel like every bit of this is a setup because Darius is the one who gave her the case. I think Lady T may have said that in her video. Darius is the one who gave her the case about, this woman.
You don't see it. You don't say it, girl. Keep talking.
Get away from me. Rochelle, didn't put up any resistance, any fight when Grace was telling her about the case. She was so busy looking at Darius and his shirt and how it fits and all of that.
You
And
don't get away from my man.
I think that's her man.
The devil is a
I
lie.
think Darius and Rochelle, probably are married or something, and they're running the scam
I
together.
bind the devil.
I really do.
I'm gonna get me a pistol and
Because
go
she's
over the Memphis.
so comfortable flirting with that man. It really feels to me like I'm flirting with my own man. That's what the energy it gives me.
Well, he looked like what the mess.
Hmm
He did his face.
But she looked like this my man I'm flirting with. But whatever.
Don't put Rick out there like that. I'm trying to hold on to Rick.
You can hold on to him all you want to, but he dirty. He's dirty. Percy Lee calls Charity, because I'm not going through all these notes, girl. I'm not. Percy Lee calls Charity over to sing Down to the Fume. Charity says, "Daddy friend Percy Lee, how you get this number?" And I would have asked the same thing. Who calling me? But she goes on
We
down.
ain't got it in the phone book yet. They don't put your cell numbers in the phone book.
No.
Do they still print the phone book?
They do.
Okay then.
The yellow pages.
Mm-hmm.
But he convinces her. She's like, "I don't really want to sing," but he convinces her, and she goes on down to the funeral, and she sings "The Organist."
I was telling Mama about that yesterday.
It was incorrect. I don't know.
They played just funeral music.
I don't know who that was on that organ.
That song, them songs, it was two different Easters.
Aaron Mitchell, if you're still here, we need you to go over to Greenleaf and play. Because that ain't,
Somebody need to play.
that wasn't it. She was up there singing, and it just wasn't coming together for the
So
glory.
I believe what had happened. She sang that with nothing, and they added that
They had to.
because that was did not match in any shape, form, or
And
fashion.
I've never heard a whining sound a mess like that.
Because it was like, what is this? This sounds just like death music. This death.
Come on, death music.
Why they do that to that God?
It was a mess. Let me look at these comments right here, right quick. Tony and Candy need to do everyone, every man wants a woman remix with the bases. Come on, I would listen. Let's see. T.S. Madison, put T.S. on it too.
See,
Let's see. Greenleaf is my show. Yeah, we gonna get to Jacob in just a second. If Charity don't die, I at least want her to find out that Jacob and Jabari are booed out.
uh-uh.
That'll straighten her. Are we talking about her brother, Jacob and Jabari, or Kevin and Jabari? Because that's a whole nother situation. If her brother is sleeping with her man, Lord Jesus. Um, let's see. I don't even get presents on my birthday when I was younger because my birthday is right after Christmas. Ooh, my mama's is right
Ooh,
before.
4 days.
And I'm so sorry.
I've been trying to get them to celebrate me 1 year on my birthday. And then, like, you can cancel Christmas for me. I will go and eat.
You gonna cancel the birth of Jesus for your birth?
No, 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 no. I want my Christmas gifts to come 4 days early. That's all I'm asking.
Mm-mm.
That's all I'm asking.
Mm-mm.
I want to have my birthday.
Mm-mm.
And then, I'll just celebrate the birth of Jesus and I'll give you yours on that day.
Well, I have to celebrate my birthday every year with dead veterans. At least yours is Jesus.
Well, mine is a little more important, sadly.
The ghetto. These veterans have died for your
They
freedom.
have, but they don't start putting up no lights in September.
Ooh, ghetto. The ghetto. I'm not looking for. I hate the Christmas season. My grandfather was a Pentecostal pastor. When he passed, they said his oldest grandson would succeed him one
Mm-mm.
day. Instead,
Mm-mm.
I'm doing drag. Well, listen,
Oh,
work.
Jesus.
Do what you do.
Ah,
You don't have to be the pastor. You may one day be the pastor, but you ain't
everybody
got to
got
be
a
the
different
pastor today.
call. Everybody got a different call.
You continue to do
But
you.
they try to do that legacy thing, but it doesn't always work. I was listening to a comedian today that was saying his great granddad, his daddy, yeah, and his granddaddy were all pastors. And he said
Hmm.
he was called too, but not that.
Yeah,
So he's out doing comedy and he's blessing the saints
praise God.
in his
In
way.
his way.
He just
That's why
need to pass.
everybody trying to say, oh, yes, you're just going to have to do. No, I'm going to listen for the Lord. And when he tells me to do, then I'll do. But just because my
Right.
family is who they are, I'm not. That don't mean I
Because I
got.
mean, you might be the bishop.
Right. But I might not.
Yeah, and you might be the Sunday school teacher of the little saints,
Or I might be the head of the food pantry.
or you might be the church CEO. Because they have those now. Because somebody got to run the business of the church. Then you got to have that other person, the chief worship officer, I'm going to call CWO, who handles the worship stuff.
I
But
really
somebody
just
got to
want
make
to
sure our
be.
taxes are paid, our insurance is paid. You got to make sure everybody get paid on their salaries.
I just want to be a lay
Some
member,
things that got to be
really.
did that are more business.
I just want to be a lay member. The way y'all did that good time so smooth. I mean, you got to just throw it in there. My pastor took over for his father, but we don't know where it's gonna go when he dies. His son is sin and not a little gay, and his daughter wouldn't be approved because she's a H. Okay, I see. Woman of the
Oh,
night.
well, she might get delivered. We gonna pray for her deliverance.
Hopefully, it won't be delivered like Andrew Caldwell.
Uh-uh.
I am delivered.
We wanted him to be delivered because he has too much stuff going on. We need him to go back and try again.
Y'all fought me when I
We
told
just,
you
we
that
just
boy.
wanted to
I
believe.
could look at him and tell you that that boy was not delivered. He may not be wearing a purse no more. He may not. But he ain't delivered. Hey, Marquita, what's going on? Let's see. You can be a pastor and a drag queen. It's some pastors out here leading whole congregations to hell.
Yeah,
I mean,
it has happened.
you could be a pastor and a drag queen and lead your congregation to heaven. Or you could be a pastor, a heterosexual pastor, and still lead your congregation unto hell.
Well, these things are facts.
This is just how it is.
Oh, Jesus.
Come on, vocals. Um, so let's move on here. At one point, Bishop told Lady Mae that she knew what Mac was doing. Oh, thank you, Tyler. Come on, women's.
Lord Jesus.
Bishop told Lady Mae that she knew what was going on as far as the tax thing, and that confused me. Did anybody catch what that was about? I hadn't seen any reviewers, but I hadn't watched a bunch of reviews. But I haven't seen any reviewers say anything about that. But Bishop was like, well, you knew what was going on. But if she knew, why was we so shocked when the
Yeah,
when it
because
came back?
at first it was like she didn't know.
Right. I don't know. But I really feel like I almost feel like May and Mac were in cahoots as far as shysting the
Just
church.
don't want them to be in cahoots
Because the way
it's
she
like
defends
grossy.
the way she defends her brother. But she can't stand her sister. But she loved her brother down boots. And you can't talk about her brother and all of this, but it's like, but he was wrong. He was incorrect. I feel like they was in cahoots.
Some may ride.
But Grace went over to visit with Cora Lee, and we spoke about it a little while. But when she was going in there, the district attorney told her to tread lightly, and that struck me as strange. And he was telling her that, sometimes I don't take cases because they are too personal to me. And she's been having these flashbacks.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, he probably right. I don't know why because she was kind of curt to him and a little bit rude. And it was just like, why are you being rude? He was just giving you good advice. Sometimes cases are too personal to you. And sometimes you do need to look at things from other angles. And most of the time you do need to tread lightly. So the way she snapped on him and, got her briefcase and stormed on back there, it was just weird to me. It was strange.
Well,
Girl. Okay.
I'm doing the background sound.
I don't need them.
I do.
Do them in your head.
Mm-hmm.
I knew you were about to do that very thing.
Yeah, you've been with me for quite some time.
Nearly 48 years we've been together.
Oh, that's right. You are the mother.
I am. Speaking of, let me close my robe here. Like a mother. Your mother got to close their robe.
Honey, when we coming out on the porch and stuff,
And then they hold it so it won't come loose.
Because the button fell off the top.
And the belt gone.
Yeah.
Because the kids done took the belt. They've been playing with that
Right.
for years.
They've been swinging off off the balance over here.
I was that kid. But I gave the belt back at the end of the day. My grandmother still, that robe she has?
Yeah. Did you know what that is?
Yes, on the robe. Because I would play with it and then I give it right back. Because that's the kind of husband I am. I'm going to play with it, but I'm going to give it back. It ain't going to be broke or nothing. Anywho. Let's see. Let's talk about Tasha and Jacob. Because that's one of the last big things. There are 2 more big things after this that went on. But Tasha comes into Jacob's office. And
Cousin. Did I say that out loud?
he did.
Oh, excuse me.
Dang, I wish I had some chicken in there. I'm getting hungry. But Tasha visits Jacob in his office, and he's looking dejected because he and Carissa had just had this argument about whether or not the girl can go to Hamilton. And, she says she's going to talk to his mama, and he says that's fine. And she says, I wasn't asking for permission. And they was hollering loud enough for Tasha to hear it down the hall. So obviously that's why she came into the office talking about what's wrong. Like, girl, you can't play a game on me. But Jacob's stupid. So she goes into the office and gives, what's wrong? And he's like, oh, well, have you ever had a time in your life where people treat you like how you used to be, but you're not like that anymore? She says, well, yes, I used to be a hoe in my day. And he says, well, Carissa keep treating me. And my mama immediately was like, you've said too much. You've said far too much right here. And I agree.
He opened the hodo.
The hodo was open anyway. It was open already.
When she heard the sound, she said, "Oh, the hot dog!"
Let me slide through. But yeah, he gave her far too much. When he said Carissa's name, automatically he
It
was
was.
doing too much.
I mean, he
You
just
brought
took.
this woman into your marital bed.
He done took the dough off the hinges.
Like he should have done with Zora. But they never did.
I don't understand. First, you got to put bars on the outside.
Get away
Not
from
even on the outside. You can put them inside the window so you can't see them from the street. First, you do that.
Uh-huh.
Then you take the dough off the hinges.
Okay.
Then you got to put it in the bathroom too.
All right.
Where there are bars. I think that they got the electricity fixed, right? So,
They did, yes.
okay, they don't have that bill no more. Go on, put you some bars up and take that dough down.
You're giving me a lie.
I'm just saying. You don't know how to. You don't know how to get a child together.
You didn't ever put a bar on my windows.
You wouldn't jump out the window except for that one time when you was little.
I just didn't want to take the door.
Yeah, I know. You weren't the kind that I had to go and get the bars from
The door was too far. See, I was the type of child that needed to have her shortcuts in order. Like all of my whoopings was because I was trying to get things done quickly.
You're a streamliner, so that's gonna be good in your professional future. But it
biggest
wasn't good
whooping-
for a 6-year-old.
My biggest whooping from my grandmama is because I changed into my play clothes on the school bus because I wanted to just go straight into playing. Then I got that whooping from my mama because I jumped out the window. She knew I was going out to play, so I didn't see the problem. I just didn't want to. The door was so far away from my bedroom.
There was a side door.
But the side door
That was like a few feet.
It was covered. The couch was over the side door at that time. You didn't let us go out the side door.
That's when I had the curtain over it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The side door was not accessible. So I personally lit up my window. It's here. It's a window. And I stepped out. And I got a whooping.
We ain't finna have no jumping out. You gonna think about this jumping out the window foolishness.
I still jumped out the window 15 years later. It ain't no
Girl,
thing.
you was so for how many days?
I wasn't sore much.
Much.
I was still young. But let's talk about shoot. Let's get off of me.
Oh Lord, that was kind of funny in hindsight.
Talk about this hussy.
It wasn't funny that day, but it was funny.
If you would have just let me go.
I let my child go. Shoot.
You were on my nerves and holding me hostage. But moving along. So Tasha was like, yes, I used to be a hoe back in my day, so I understand what you're saying. And he says, well, Carissa keeps treating me this way. And she says, oh, well, bring him in for a hug. And she got in between this man's legs.
I feel Usher.
I hope not.
Just that one line.
I still hope not.
You know the line. The devil.
Usher did not originate that line.
But I like the beat after it. Oh, Jesus.
She stepped in between this man's legs and hugged him.
I said the devil is busy.
And they pulled back and looked at each other and went in for the kiss.
The devil is busy, children. The devil is busy. You better get away from the devil.
I didn't like that key change in the end.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to cut it out.
Anyway, that's not Tasha Skaggs' real accent. She has one, but it's not that thick. I heard
Who
an interview.
asked you?
If you keep reading.
Well, I'm not reading.
I'm reading.
I'm doing
Since
my
we're talking
thing.
about Tasha and I see a Tasha question.
They're not talking to you. They're talking to me.
You better answer your question.
I'm not there yet. I'll get there. But anyway, they
Oh, I
kissing.
saw another question.
And then it goes on to a different scene. And the thing is, my mama didn't catch it, but I caught it. The girls did the sex. Because he was wiping his mouth all crazy and all of that. And then he came home and took a shower immediately.
I sang The Devil is Busy already. I'm through with that.
Well, I wasn't asking you to come in.
I know you need me. I'm
I,
here.
I don't.
I'm here.
I don't.
Don't worry about it. I got you.
I'm still here.
That's all right.
Here.
I'm going home.
Yes, I'm on a mission. Go and put your seatbelt on.
Mm-mm.
What is your pinky toe doing? Get in line with the rest of the toes.
I'm gonna let it sit out there.
She's trying to be. That's Tamar Braxton. Speaking up from your foot. You want to be
But
seen.
Tony ain't gonna be as big as my big toe.
It want to be seen.
Cause he's a fat Braxton
So
Chill.
stop with all that name calling. Now I want to be seen. Ugh. Anyway.
I felt like old school honey baby child.
Girl.
Sometimes you got to add all of
Yeah,
it.
you got to do the most. But yeah, Jacob walks in the house, takes his shower.
What you
and-
thinking for over at the church? What you doing? You got to,
What is wrong with you?
you got to ask some questions. Why you doing all that? You just left the church. But y'all play basketball. I'm gonna give you some few outs, but come here, let me see.
Now see, you're doing too much.
That ain't basketball.
You're doing too much. So she gives him this spiel about how he's a good man, Savannah, and all the carrying on, all the carrying on, and he feels kind of bad, but he's still a hoe, so a hoe is still a hoe.
Ah.
He's so upset over it. You've had it.
I've had it.
And he says, well, I think we should go on and let Zora go to Hamilton, because he feel bad because he cheated on his wife again. And I just don't have time. I just really don't have time. At one point, Percy Lee told Charity to become an alcoholic. That's what I received. Because she was asking, how do you get through having to deal with these dead people all the time? And he says, well, I drank. And she looked like, oh, well, I'm on the right track. We there. And I was just like, girl, that's unhealthy when he do it. That don't make it cute for you. Anywho. I just that whole little funeral scene. What are we doing with Percy Lee? Why is he here?
Oh, they setting Percy Lee up for something. Because, he been in and out lately.
He's probably
And
in
he got
line
$3 or $4.
with the skanks.
Oh, Jesus.
I feel like everybody is a skank.
I mean, just because they skankalicious don't mean they skanks.
They are. Isaiah is a skank.
Isaiah 53. Which one is Isaiah?
Isaiah the one that punched Zora in her mouth. Which she needs to be punched, but not by him.
Because, you really can't do nothing about that till she get punched enough to go to the hospital or something.
She's going to have to do the Ike and Tina, when she was in the white suit. And she bit his ear and ran into the hotel because she was on her way to the Grammys.
Therapy.
And you may not know who I am, but I have to go to the Grammys tonight, and if you just give me a room. That's what Zora gonna have to go through.
She's like, I don't have nothing because he had.
I was just trying to help Ike. Everybody trying to help Ike. Trying to help Ike. Need no help.
That's why that storm done went on.
Ike was dead for the storm. It was around the same time.
Yeah, it was because they put his face on it. I was like, that's deep. I said, now you are definitely infamous when they put your face on a storm.
He died and said, I'll be right back. Swung on through. Let's see. Oh, Lady May went over to her office and what's her name? Corinne and little slow lady who was talking, and they need the deposit for the caterer because, they need it. So she's like, all right, well, I'm going to just pay out my personal account. Let me get over to this laptop and see. She gets on the laptop and types in her banking information and goes into the account, and she looks at it for a while, and what's her name? Corinne says, well, something wrong? Something might be a little wrong here. Something is amiss. And Sister Patterson's assistant says, well, we need the deposit now. Her name was Gloria. And Lady May said, Gloria.
She was just off. She is studying her stuff. She got something she need to address.
She had to yell at Glow like that.
Glow stupid.
Gloria. I was like, oh, Jesus.
You could see she reading something, whether it's her account or not. She reading something.
She was looking at something
that has concerned her. Give her a second. step back.
Yeah, yeah. And then you see Lady May bust up in the house and ask Bishop James. She's calling, calls him James. James, why did you clear out the joint account? And that's a question I would have too.
Honey,
But the answer, the question I have for Lady May is,
why?
are you with me?
Uh-huh.
Why is your money still in the joint account if y'all getting a
Or
divorce?
why don't you have some? I mean,
I
they
mean,
didn't say it.
certainly they didn't say she don't have, a personal account, but
Because he had a personal account, so I would expect that she would
I
too.
would expect, but we don't
But
know.
we don't know. We didn't hear that.
We didn't hear.
But then, yeah, you,
But we would have split that joint account right down the middle. The moment I got them divorce papers, I'm taking half of this. God bless.
honey,
Put
yeah,
this over in my
yeah. Even if it
account.
wasn't half, it'd have been a hunk,
It would have been
depending
half.
on what it
It's a
was.
joint account. It's a joint. You join in the middle.
You know, I have joined and taken the whole account. But
Some days.
I'm sorry, that's just don't y'all act like me.
Well, Bishop did. And he talking about it'll be back in abundance in 2 weeks. And it's like, well, first of all, she need to deposit today.
Right, and you didn't
Second
tell
of
her
all,
that this was going on.
you done took y'all's money. See, too much. It's too much. So she says she wants him out. And he says, well, I've already made arrangement with Percy Lee to move in with him for the temporary on tomorrow. And she says, well, no, not tomorrow. Today. Get out, get your drawers, get your cufflinks, get your earring, get your do-rag, get your many multicolored glasses, and your robes, and your Parkinson's medicine that we ain't seen all season. We don't know if you healed or what. And get out of here. In the words of Beyonce in Obsessed, your prophylactics if you think you need them. And get out. And so, he says, as you wish, dear. And just goes, because what can you do? They not going to get this money to understand that. I want them to know that. Sophia in the bathroom tearing up the Bible.
A special Bible.
The Bible her granddaddy gave her. He ain't dead. He can give her another one.
But still, it was for a special occasion. Just give all that stuff to your mama and quit acting a fool.
I mean, she throwing necklaces, tearing up Bibles. I don't understand.
Give all the, I collect all the things you don't want, give them to your mama now.
It's a bunch of stuff I've never done in my life.
Never.
Just ever. It don't make sense. But she tearing up the Bible and flushing it down the toilet, and I'm like, that's a lot. It's very dramatic.
But
And,
I guess I'm assuming when your ovaries are gone, you're crazy for a little bit. Get the child some medicine.
She's taking medicine.
She need to make sure she take it on time.
In the words of Lana Del Rey to Azalea Banks, you need a new cocktail.
Ooh,
I got a doctor out here in LA I want to send you to because you need a new
I
cocktail.
know somebody.
But yeah, she was doing the most, crying and spitting and talking about how the Bible, the whole Bible is a lie. And I'm like, the whole thing? The whole Bible? Okay, I guess. And Grace is just like, what the... Gracious she walked in there like I'd be confused. The same way I'd be confused as how Grace walked in there confused. Like, what is this? What do we do? Why? What's going on? This your granddaddy Bible he done gave you. He inscribed your name in the front. And you're doing too much. You look at this. Leviticus is gone. You done flushed Leviticus. It's just doing too much.
It's just crazy.
Like it was weird. It was a lot. It's like I really feel like that girl she ain't never had faith. She ain't never had faith. Everybody has to be tested. Everybody. You ain't say your mama tearing up the Bible after she stabbed your uncle in the neck.
Right. She could have lost faith.
She going through a lot, but she ain't tearing up the word.
Right. And of course, the child doesn't see that because the mother doesn't show that. She don't want her to worry.
It's just a lot going on there with Sophia. We praying for her. We gonna see her through. But it was see you through.
Sing the song, child.
Just call on the name.
I was going to do accents, but you've been acting all ghetto.
Just call his name out loud.
I'm not going to do your tenor line.
Precious. See there? You can't help yourself.
You
Yes,
needed a
yes.
beat. You was losing a
No,
beat.
I wasn't.
You know you got the daddy's beat
Don't
sometimes.
lie to me.
Yes, you do.
Don't tell these lies.
Yes, you do.
You opened your mouth to tell lies.
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you
Does your
did.
dad have rhythm?
That don't mean I have his rhythm. That don't mean I have his rhythm. That's the lie.
I'm gonna need you to borrow a set on Sunday and let the drummer here let you play 2 or 3 licks. You got a new drummer.
Mind your business.
I don't know him.
So anyway,
I found out who his people are. He looked like he could be your age.
okay,
He kind of half cute.
okay.
As children go.
I got a whole man, an entire man. What are you talking
His
about?
name is Daddy.
No. Anyway, just over there being a mother. Mind your business.
I'm trying to find you a good Christian man.
Settle down and mind your business.
I got a couple of y'all I'm looking for a good Christian man.
Settle down.
With a
and
job.
Mind your business.
And as my older girls, I want you to have a good job.
Mind your business.
Where you at?
Grace goes back
Uh-huh.
to talk to Coralie,
Uh-huh.
and I find myself unable to care. Zora, she done turned 18 and she letting her hair fly and her shoulders out. She was dressed completely different. It was just like, who is this? And she in there gathering her clothes.
Gather.
And Lady May said, well, you can't find nothing to wear to the concert or whatever. What's going
Wherever
on?
they were going.
And she said, well, whatever. I'm doing my thing. And grandmother says, well, I'm thinking you should take over the Little Saints for Zora. And I'm like, well, you should probably be talking to Zora about why she ain't going to church no more. But well, okay.
First you need to get, you need to get
not
her
Zora,
saved.
Sophia. You
Zora need to get Jesus first. Don't put her over them kids.
Yes, but we should,
Don't let them demons fly.
right. Because she was like, I just think this would be, this would be better for you and it'll give you a sense of purpose. And I sat there and looked at the TV and said,
No.
you gonna put the salvation of children in Zora's hands?
Don't have that girl all blooded up.
What in the world? But I really feel like she needs to be talking to Sophia, communing with Sophia about this crisis she's going through instead of trying to make Zora do something that ain't for her.
And Zora ain't saved like that.
And even if she were, I don't think she would be over the Little Saints. I just don't think so.
I think she's a little mean for Little Saints. Her character is. She might not be for real. But
Probably not. I'm friends with her mama on Instagram. She seems like a sweet girl.
Oh, praise the Lord.
But moving along. She was getting her stuff together and she told her grandmama, no, the Little Saints ain't for me. That ain't it. And then somehow she ends up saying that, she gone. I'm out of here. And Lady May says, well, when is this supposed to be going on? She said about 10 minutes and gets her suitcase and tips on out the door. And I'm like, the way my mama held me hostage at 21 and I had to climb out the window, it just didn't make no sense for that girl to walk smooth out that door.
Girl.
It didn't make no sense.
I'd have called downstairs like
Marisol.
all the entrances. Like all the entrances.
Marisol, don't let her out. Do whatever you can.
Security. Because they got security.
She walked smooth out the door.
Honey.
I said, what?
They would have to do one of them oceans things and have a helicopter drop in the yard or something. Because you're not just going to walk out.
Something.
No.
Shoot.
You're going to have to go out through the drainage pipe.
The chimney.
You're going to have to do something.
You got to.
You're not going to just walk out through
Not
the door.
just out the front door. Just casually.
And everybody looking at you.
I would have had to
Girl, because so many of us have guns. This is the South. We have guns. We done shot out the boy tires.
Yeah.
They probably, that might have caused a little problem with the police. But she wasn't going to get out the door.
But it's fine. It's police. It's all right.
We was just shooting the tires. He had our baby.
Yeah, kidnapping. But it just didn't make no sense to me because I would have called Grace. I'd have put my differences aside and called her. Grace is tall. She could have tackled that baby smooth on out the. It just.
You need me to get one big grab.
Yeah. It just, none of that made sense to me, but whatever. And then I think Lady May called over to Jacob and Carissa and was like, hey, your daughter gone.
I thought they was coming in the door. Weren't they out in the yard?
They might have been in the yard. Either way, they were alerted that their daughter had made it on out the door. And I'm just like, how though? Because my grandmother
Oh, your grandmother's
She's spry.
she's an Olympian.
She's spry.
She
I would not have made it to the door, let alone
cause
out the
she would
door.
have punched you in your chest. You'd have been trying to breathe,
The
not
whole
to
back
get
of
to
my
the
head would have been concave.
honey.
She'd have hit me with a chair.
Sister Donna, I wouldn't have had to punch you. I
No,
catch you.
no. It would have just been.
You wouldn't have got by your grandma.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
No, she ain't the one.
It's just not it. I
I
wouldn't
would
have got
take you
by.
to the hospital after I punch you.
I wouldn't have got by
But,
my great grandma.
Oh no.
It would not have
Oh
happened.
no.
I wouldn't have made
You'd
it
have
to
got
the
by
door.
me quicker than you got by them.
By
And then I would have
everybody.
acted such a monkey.
Yeah,
We'd have been bruised and battered and rolled
it
up.
would have been too much.
But them too. Oh no.
I wouldn't have made it.
I come from gangster mamas.
Yeah, it was too much. It was too much. Have you shown Miss Val Paris's Burning or Got to Be Real? My mother's uninterested. So no.
Wow. I know about it.
But you wouldn't sit and watch.
I don't know. It depends on the day.
I've been watching these
Paris is burning, I know, since you was
like
little.
like 7.
Little.
And you have not sat down and watched with me. And I probably
watched
shouldn't have
some
been
of it.
watching at that
You
time.
probably should.
But I did. Because shade comes from reading.
Yeah.
Reading came first. Reading is the true art form of insult.
Mm-hmm. We call it the Joneses. When we joning and can on when we was growing up. I don't know why. That's what they called it. I wasn't involved with the planning of the words.
Okay. I've shown her a couple clips of Got to Be Real, and I post it on my Instagram regularly, so she sees bits and pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Because I just think of Cheryl Lynn when I hear it. Oh, and somebody asked, do we know how to make a weighted blanket? We've looked at it. We ain't got it yet.
who is we? I ain't never looked at how to make a way.
Really? I looked. Because you said you wanted one.
I do want one, but I wanted you to buy me one.
But what if I could make it? It would be something made with love from your mother.
You can make me macaroni and cheese, and I will feel much better.
I mean, that's coming. You know, that good macaroni and cheese is for the holiday. You can't have it all year. You look like Portland pig.
I look like portly.
Porky.
I look like porky anyways.
Portly porky. Anyway.
It's fine.
No, we're not going to add. to
Lady
that.
T said, "Watch Tasha get pregnant." That
Honey,
is
that is on its way.
the worst news.
The worst news ever. We
It's
just gonna
either
have to-
gonna be Tasha or Zora,
Or both.
or Lord forbid, Rochelle gonna finally get the bishop. Lord forbid.
Then you have a generic baby.
Oh, the
A
ghetto.
geriatric, excuse me. That's the word I want.
Generic. Just regular baby.
Mm-hmm.
I can't go to sleep while my girls are still awake because they're 5 and very curious. Yeah, they're gonna be in some stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
My mama used to be asleep all the time when I was 5. I'd just be
I
in there.
tried to put her in the bed. I tried to put her in the bed with me. I tried to. You almost need to give her drugs. She was a very, very awake child.
And I still am today.
One more time, she is.
Yeah, I just sleeping is not my ministry at night. That ain't it. Let's see. Had this been a Tyler Perry show, Percy would be the skank's daddy. He didn't die, came back a new person. Right.
Oh, Jesus. Or
Right.
just the old soap opera. It's
Yeah.
like, this is the exact same actor. Why are you doing
This
this?
is twin brother. Look, his hair is it was blonde, but now it's brown.
So we saying they identical.
They identical.
But they got.
They for identical.
This is not working.
Oh,
No.
the ghetto.
Come on,
ghetto.
say do something different.
I didn't hear that line and obsessed. Well, the line took place when they were, I believe they were either at the hospital or the police station. And Sharon, who was Beyonce, found out that, what's his name, Derek?
I think it was.
Derek was at the hotel and the white lady was there. And, she felt some kind of way because Derek didn't tell her that. And so she said, I want you to get all of your things and find your way out of my home. And she did. She said, get your prophylactics if you need them. And get out. She said it. It was about 30 minutes before I knew it would come to this, which is my favorite line in the movie.
Honey.
Because she knew. She opened the door. She saw that white lady in her husband's t-shirt, which her husband must have been skinny at one point because that t-shirt fit that white lady too well to have been her giant black husband's t-shirt. But whatever. She was laying in the bed with rose petals. And Sharon opened the door and said, I knew it would come to this.
Honey, her voice dropped like, oh, sister.
Like, here we go. And then the white lady got up talking about, we didn't want you to find out this way.
No. We didn't want you to find out.
We didn't want you to find out because, niece, you about to die.
See,
Since the end.
this was not for you to know like this, but we're going to let you know.
Yeah.
We got the
Unfortunately,
memo written up.
think I better let it go.
Another love.
That's my favorite Kathy Taylor song. I think that's the only Kathy Taylor song I know, to be honest. Let's see.
Oh, Lord, that was a hot mess.
I'm looking for a good Christian man as well. Well, come on down. I know plenty.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, get you one.
The ones that he looking for are not looking for me.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was
You
misinformed.
see there,
A little
see there.
misinformed. Uh-huh.
I need one auntie for my girls. I pay you. Well, I could be an auntie for hire. I be an auntie all the time.
Oh, Lord.
Let me get gather my robe here.
Oh, Lord. Kayla is the child whisperer.
You know, the children just know not to try me.
But they always look for you. That's what's funny.
Yeah. I mean, because, we have a mutual respect. I understand that you're a child and you want to do childlike things. And I'll allow you to have a good time. But listen, we're not going to do the most.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I don't allow a lot of the most. Kids be so together around me.
Can we have some chips?
You know what? I'm going to give you 4 chips apiece. And like,
And they keep coming back.
and they love it. I don't know. Zara's not going to get pregnant. She going to make Gay or Kirk Franklin mad. He going to do something drastic. Gayer, Kirk Franklin, did you have to play our spiritual uncle that way? Did you have to do
He say
it?
he your nephew.
He's not a nephew of mine.
He keeps forgetting he is.
That's like when Snoop Dogg comes around and says it's your nephew, and I just feel like no, not exactly.
Y'all my nephews, no, y'all uncles now.
Y'all are Charlie Murphy's nephews, but the rest of us you're older than, and I won't stand for it. It's your nephew. You're not a nephew of mine. I'm sorry. Welcome back, Matthew. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all think Zora gonna end up dead before the season over?
No, don't kill Zora.
She might end up
She
like
just
Lucius
a
Lyon
youngster.
over there missing a leg.
She's just a youngster. Don't do her. We gonna pray that the Lord does something great in her life.
The who?
The Lord.
Get away from me.
You don't know his name?
I didn't know that it was pronounced that way.
I mean, it's my good Southern pronunciation.
I didn't know it would come to this. I need a weighted blanket for my girls. I was talking to Val, but okay, you can be an auntie. Well, I feel like I'm already their auntie because I feel like we're sisters.
So that makes me granny, huh?
I mean, you've been granny
I'm
before.
everybody's grandma.
You are
Under what, 14 or something?
Yeah. You getting up there. You moving on up to the east side.
The thing is, grandmothers are now fabulous. Grandmothers, when I see somebody that's my age and they look like they're 70, I wonder what they've been eating. What y'all doing?
2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce,
Stop
cheese, pickles,
it.
onions, on a sesame
Don't
seed.
eat that. Mama. Don't eat
But
that.
it's delicious.
Don't eat that. I want you to.
Ooh,
I want you to
okay.
wonder how old I am. I don't want you to say
have.
you are, specifically.
I want a free medium fry.
Hmm.
And I need to utilize this before November 19th.
Yeah, you need to know your
Y'all
dates.
check back with me. Make sure I use this medium fry. This free medium fry.
You need to know your dates.
Let's see. Get ready for a laugh on my IG. I'm ready. I'm always ready for a laugh.
Oh Lord, this funny on the video.
What is?
Somebody singing for the Lord. They singing hard.
I know you see me on the video.
True.
I know. What? You know this? I'm shocked.
You don't know what I know.
I really am shook.
What the Lord has done for me.
Okay. He's done so much for me that I can't tell it all.
Oh, that one. I was on
Right.
another one.
Oh, that's how good he is to me. And when I think of the blessings bestowed upon me, I have no choice. He's gonna get my praises. That's high Jesus.
Yes, you went on up there.
I did.
Oh Lord, we had a song this morning that was on the roof. I said, did y'all change the key?
My
What
Lord.
the devil?
What was the song?
I don't even know. Let
Oh,
me see.
it took you that? Did you
It
just
was an
lost your
old,
mind?
it was old.
Uh-huh.
It was older than all of you children. Worship the Lord and praise His holy name.
Worship the Lord
I'm like, why is
and
this song?
praise His holy name.
We need to change
It's
the
been
key.
up there the whole time.
But you
Can't
know,
stop.
we are the queens, kings, and princesses
Okay.
of changing the key.
Are there princes? Just
Maybe.
queens, kings, and
But
princes.
it's always more girls than boys. But
The girls do love to change. I led that one time. It was too high energy for me. I'm a balladeer.
honey,
I felt like I
it
was
was just too
rapping.
doggone high. I was like,
I mean, leading it, I didn't have to sing that high, but it was too fast.
yeah,
It's
we
too
was trying
fast.
to
I'm very
breathe.
low key. I'm very low key.
And I'm just old.
You know, the boys are still queens. You know, we don't have too many homosexuals at our church.
We cool right now.
Cool.
We cool.
Mm, you know, I love a good homosexual. I'd rather.
I mean, honey,
But yeah, they aren't. I don't
that
think
helps us keep there's certain things that we get kept together.
There's one that
It gives us balance, but we don't have that balancing
no.
person.
There's one that I think may be a little gay, but we love them, so I ain't gonna say nothing.
Don't you say nothing
I'm
on this
not.
app.
I won't say
Don't you say
anything.
nothing on this
I'm
app.
not gonna
Or
say
who you
nothing
talking
off
about?
the air. I know you don't know, but I have my speculations. Anyway, but it's never been confirmed, so that's not my business.
Aw.
She knew all the herbs and spices and wasn't ashamed about it. Yes, God. Can you stop picking my toes? Leave them alone.
My baby's toe is cold. I have to wrap it.
You don't. Leave my toes nude.
No, I'm just gonna wrap this one.
You're trying me. In the words of Daffy Duck, you're trifling.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that boy. He just sweet. Oh, Lord Jesus. It was something I was finna say, but I don't remember what it is. But we've been on here nearly 2 hours, Jesus.
Did we get up? Did we meet our objective?
We talked about Iyanla and we talked about Greenleaf. So,
And then I put when I shared it on our other social media
Oh, you
outlets that we
shared
were
it?
on. I said
Gross.
that's the most stuff.
Gross.
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 Oh Lord Jesus, Holy Father, what is happening here?
What is happening?
I'm gonna have to show it to you. It's your sister.
Which one?
I think this is actually Kiara. She in a play, I believe.
Well, you know Kiara's known to take off that wig.
Is it gone? Up! Lord, Holy Father.
I thought that's what you were showing
No,
me.
we hadn't gotten to that yet.
As soon as she turned it around, she snatched the wig off.
See, that was for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to see, but that's on Lexi television.
Got to
page.
get rid of the wig now. To really tell the goodness of the Lord, you got to come out the wig.
So she's a singing fool. That's what Lexi says. She's a singing fool.
Yeah, this look like a play because that look like a couch.
Yeah, that's a set back there.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't just a choir.
She's doing a lot. She's doing a lot.
Yeah, it must be TP.
Must be. Tamar is singing in Snoop Dogg's new play. I saw a clip.
She's an angel.
That's where you lose me.
I said she was. Because I heard an interview.
I think we were watching it together in the car.
I don't know. But anyway, because I love interviews.
Because we were in Granny's car.
2
Saturdays.
You're right.
I remember.
She said, I said, angel. Oh.
It was weird.
Jesus.
It's not realistic. It don't come together. He ain't gay. He just lazy.
Oh, Lord. What they done put out?
They just talking.
All right, because I'm on
Hello,
that
Senhor dos Cantos. How you doing? Good to see you. Don't leave. Please stay on live. Listen.
I'm wondering why.
Because she's in the desert.
Okay, because you want to get dust in your hair.
Well, you don't want to get sunburned on your head.
Okay, then.
Have you ever had sunburn in your scalp? I know you ain't, but I have.
I'm of African descent.
You gonna try me like that? In front of the people?
Oh, some payback from some of the stuff you be doing.
It's rude. Can I borrow your car and go to Walmart? I want some chicken.
Oh
You
yeah.
lied to me.
I did not lie to you. I'm gonna prove it
You
when we get off.
lied to me. Anywho,
Uh,
good night, Matthew. Reads loud, live, and in color. Yeah, this is how she drags me every day.
I know the dragger ain't talking about being drugged.
I am.
Little
I
missy.
don't drag you every day.
Little missy, you done drugged me since we've been on here.
What'd I say?
You said I changed keys, and I'm pretty sure I did not.
You did, but that wasn't a drag.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a read, it's just a fact.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm a black queen and you're a black queen, we can't call each other black queens. That's not a read, it's just
I'm
a
not
fact.
fooling with you.
You did,
I say it.
you ended that last part in a different key, niece. It's okay, I do it all the time.
Mm.
She's very sensitive about her vocals.
Sensitivity goes speak to being sensitive.
How else would I know? See that she tries me constantly, and I don't do anything. I don't bother her. Is this a dog in a oh, the dog praying?
The dog is a breath circle.
You got listen. Let everything that have breath.
Honey,
Okay,
like that dog getting that hamburger off that stuff. Let me get up here and get this hamburger.
I know it's mine. I just can't reach it. Give me your PO box and I'll send you some chips. Oh Lord! If I had a PO box, I would actually post it here for chips, cause I love chips.
Oh Lord, that's our weakness.
I was gonna get up and go get some Doritos, but
You
we
done
done.
ate all them Doritos, daughter.
I told you 3 days. How many days has it been?
I'm praying for
3.
you and your Dorito addiction.
Cause that's all I ate. Like
Lord, it's
yesterday, that's all I had. Is three square meals of Doritos.
Cause I left the house late in the day, and I just could not get back.
And I had had
was
Doritos
stuck out.
twice by then.
I had been stuck out on the earth. I felt like I was in Timbuktu
You
land.
stuck on the earth right now, niece.
Jesus, what the mess?
Jesus.
I do not like this.
Jesus. I think it's cute.
Can you put some britches on?
Those legs,
good.
those gams.
Me, but she could wear more britches than this.
She could, but she
It
don't have
to
to.
be ankle britches.
But she don't have to. But
Can
she don't have
Can
to.
we get some biker shorts?
She doesn't want those.
Oh.
She wanted to sit on this stool in her panties and a shirt. Grandmother's going on to be.
Oh, we sorry.
That's all
We
right.
miss her today.
I think it's a cute picture and I liked it, so I don't know what your problem
shoes.
is. Are ugly.
No, they are not.
Those ones with the toe out, those first over to
This
your...
the same shoe.
Oh, well then they're ugly.
They're not ugly.
They are.
I like this shoe.
They are. What is that, snake skin?
It's paisley.
That's why they're ugly.
I'm sorry, Paisley is got his purse and keys, and it's on its way.
I mean, that's fine, but not on a shoe.
Yes.
A necktie maybe, some socks even.
This
A jacket.
This shoe is fly.
Not a man's jacket, if he's straight, because no girl. But yeah, no. Mm-mm. Not on a shoe.
I like it.
Now I want some Doritos. Doritos are it. They're that girl. And I got like 15 minutes before the Stoke loads. She's just sending you a flashback Friday or whatever.
She had to put down like, what is you trying to tell us, mother?
She's trying to mind her business, and you should mind yours.
What she put on here for me to see it?
You're worrisome. You're worrisome. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to swing on in these last 15 minutes up to the store, give me some Doritos. Because if I go to the gas station, they're going to cost more.
It's the truth anyhow.
But then I got to put on a brassiere and a little piece of pant.
And see, I'm still dressing. That's not even on air.
I could just go in there like this.
Honey.
Wrapped up. Tied up.
I'm going to ask you not to do that.
Listen, they've seen it all.
The people in the store, some of them might know you belong to me.
Who cares?
I do.
I don't. So
did we see your baby? That's when all the church people in the whole neighborhood would be at the store.
And
Hey,
Lord,
Kay.
titties are swinging. I can't tell you how many times I've been in that Dollar General with my titties just hanging in the wind.
But fortunately, you walk in such a way that they don't do a whole lot of activity.
Blowing behind me. Over my shoulder.
You know, I always spent the winter without a bra. I just put on a heavy shirt and go on about my day.
Yeah, you're blessed. You're blessed.
Now I gotta get some more good sweatshirts.
We don't have any sweatshirt. Did you leave them all?
I left them
Why would you do that?
because we left in the summer.
The ghetto. I was looking for sweatshirts all last winter.
Ain't no sweatshirts.
Searching high and low. I was in here while you sleep digging through your clothes.
Ain't
Like,
no,
I know.
I'm telling you, ain't nary a sweatshirt over here.
What kind of carrying
I
on?
was looking at sweatshirts the other day at the Walmart store.
We had 17 sweatshirts
And we
that
gonna
we
put
would
logos
share.
on these new ones.
You tried me.
Ooh,
Come back over here.
no!
Bring your foot
The
back up.
devil is a lie.
Ouch! Don't stomp me.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my foot under you.
Stomp. Okay, well, we gonna go because it's been 2 hours.
2 hours later, we
Ooh,
have
the
had a
ghetto.
good time and enjoyed the saints here this
Yes,
evening.
yes, y'all have been cute.
We didn't have offering, but donations are always accepted.
Well, we got a light payment, a light little piece of a super chat.
We didn't offer offering.
We offer praise.
We didn't offer the whole thing.
Dear Lord, we give you praise.
Your uncle did Saturday night Sunday school last night.
And
Did you know it?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Uncle Bernie.
Lord, we bless your name. And
Oh.
we lift our voices
Bernard.
to say thank you for your goodness. Ooh, the
I'm
ghetto.
laying on my back and stuff.
And your mercies toward
What
us. For your goodness. Hey, Vondi Gaming. And your mercies toward us. We offer praise. If I can hold it, you can hold
I
it.
can, but I'm kind of having a fat moment.
Not a fat moment.
Oh, Jesus, I didn't put no air down there.
Come on, thank you for coming. Thank you for listening. Thank me for speaking.
Hallelujah.
Oh, the ghetto. Thank you, Tyler. You know I love you with all my heart. I've loved you all my life.
See, not part of it.
All of it. Like Mary J. Blige said to Mariah Carey.
I'm gonna need you to do my hair like this. Thank you.
Didn't I just do your hair like this?
One more time, do it again.
I had something else in mind for you, but I don't have it in mind right now.
Okay.
I need to. Do you know where my shears are? My shears, my thinning shears, and my shears.
Did we leave them in the shop?
No, I brought them here.
Oh, then I don't know. I haven't seen them.
Mama Kay wants a haircut, a trim, and thinning.
Okay.
I'm going over there tomorrow. It's thick. It is.
Um,
But I'm going over there tomorrow.
you
I
don't
need
have to
the
look
shears.
in your stashes. Cause I haven't had any thinning shears. Cause I mean, I got black clients. We ain't thinning no hair. We gonna put that perm on a few seconds longer, but we ain't thinning no hair.
I feel like thinning mine, girl, because the ghetto.
Yeah, them had them little pieces sticking about your head. Look like you.
They
got a-
stick up anyway because my hair just frizzy.
Mm-mm.
Okay, I need you to give me a silk blowout. Yeah, I saw that one.
Isn't that cute?
It is.
She a big girl.
Sister Val is more the silk outs and the straightening. I'm not really the girl to do straightening. But if you want a nice natural style, call me. But if you want braids, call her. It's just.
Now that's a weird thing.
It is.
You
It
do
is.
natural hair, but I actually do braids.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But we gonna work something out because I'm
But we're
gonna
here.
put out a flyer because I'm about to go back to the shop, saints and friends.
All my life,
That didn't work.
I've waited for shade like you.
Click.
And I thank God that I finally found you. All my life, I pray for some shade like you. Yes, I hope that you feel the same way too. You get on my nerves.
I had to hit that note. You got to do your face.
You did a lot.
Honey,
You did the
you
Iyanla
don't-
Crawley.
You don't know.
You don't
your grandmama,
know.
she just waking up.
Well, good morning. Morning party. Thought we
Me
said goodbye last
too.
night. I'm surprised I'm not just waking up.
You need to stay up. I'm gonna do you like babies. We gonna sit you up and just
And I'm gonna do like babies and cry.
have your head falling
You
off.
know I'm gonna cry. If I stay up too long, I'm gonna cry. That's just what it is.
We still gotta take you back to the hamburger
Cause
place.
I didn't enjoy it. I didn't have a good
We
experience.
went to a gourmet hamburger place after Kayla had what? Were you up 24 or more?
I was up for 48 hours. I was up for about 47 hours, and then I finally was able to slide on into sleep. And my granddaddy came beating on my window, talking about get your auntie together. We got to take her on to the doctor.
Yeah, she was
And
there.
my mama was like, okay, well, we just gonna go get us some burgers or whatever, because I hadn't eaten. And
To a nice gourmet place.
nice gourmet burger place. They had sweet potato fries and everything, so you know they was
Oh,
fancy.
kind of stuff up in there.
And I couldn't even hardly order the burger. I was crying, so I couldn't eat the burger. I was crying, so
I was
it's
like,
just,
oh, I feel so bad.
when I get tired like that, there's nothing we can do. I just have to cry and I have to go to sleep. That's what
Like,
it.
I'm sorry, I'm crying.
Like I couldn't. There was nothing we could do. There was nothing she could say that would make me. Ain't there
'Cause she
something I
wasn't
can
sad.
do?
Like, she was just sleepy.
In exchange for everything you
And they were
give
like,
me.
life crossed not too far from the hospital. It wasn't like we went off somewhere.
No. And the server was like, "Is everything all right?" It's like, I'm just so sleepy. I can't stop. Yeah, that was a day.
Oh, wow.
It was a day on the nation, as
What
my
is-
grandmother,
What is we going to do?
as Mother Charity Wilson would have said. But none of us know who that is.
I do.
You wasn't alive for
I
Mother
was
Charity. Why would
alive.
you kick me in my reflex?
You're not going to kick your mom, but I'm your mom.
I kicked you every day.
For 5 straight years. From the day she was born until she was 5, she kicked me every day in
I
the
kicked
stomach.
you in utero as well.
Oh yes, and I had to pat that foot.
You know I like to recline. Have my feet up.
I had to pat that foot.
Put my foot up now.
Yeah, I'll pat it if it get too close.
Ain't that something? Ouch!
Just like that.
The ghetto. You was beating me like that in the wall.
Girl, you moved your foot.
I hope it hurt you more than it hurt me.
Girl, please.
In exchange for
It's so
everything you give to me.
cute. So cute.
All right, y'all. We gonna go.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at my friends.
I
They're
done missed my
so
opportunity to get these Doritos.
Cute.
It's unfortunate, but
I ain't
I'm
got
just-
nothing. I got popcorn. You can have some.
I'm gonna
Oh,
go.
you can't have that.
No, I cannot. But if I can eat Doritos, I guess I can.
Well, yeah, it's all
It's all corn. I'm gonna probably just go to the gas station and pay a little taste extra. That's what I have to give up for y'all. A whole dollar that I have to give up because I sat on here and talked to y'all. Anywho, it ain't that deep.
This is so
I will see you all
beautiful.
probably tomorrow. I may swing in for a little piece of something tomorrow. It's getting cool, so we're doing lives. We're doing lots and lots of lives because I can stand the weather. And my phone ain't gonna overheat. The battery gonna die, but the phone ain't gonna overheat. Good night, Lady T. So I'm gonna let you all enjoy the rest of your Sunday. No Carter. And I'm gonna find these chips, and my mama gonna get in here and find this chicken she betrothed me. And I'll see y'all later. Peace. Hi. Or bye.
Bye.
I guess, girl.